values, based on values of package items versus package list prices.
This is Marty Wakeland, former goaltender for CC. These days I'm tending business at Sports Replay in the shops of the Bluffs. Do you know you can pick up tickets for the next Tiger hockey game at Sports Replay? Do you know you can get new or used sports equipment for a fraction of the retail price? At Sports Replay, we'll fit your size and the size of your budget, no matter what your skill level. Stop by our newly expanded store in the shops at the Bluffs, corner of Austin Bluffs and Academy. Stay in the game at Sports Replay.
Before you remodel your kitchen or bathroom, visit the Elger Inside Out House at Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply. From sinks to tubs and faucets, Elger makes it easy to find what you're looking for. Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply at 110 West Vermejo, across from Chrissy Fowler Lumber. Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply, a locally owned company since 1968.
Come on into the Inside Out House, Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply.
AM 1240 KRDO, Colorado Springs.
Colorado College Hockey on Cable Channel 7 is brought to you by Carlin Dodge.
Welcome to the Air Force Academy's Cadet Ice Arena and Game 2 of the WCHA playoffs. The road to St. Paul has become much shorter. The Tigers, with an 11-3 victory over the Anchorage Seawolves last night, have taken that first step. All it's going to take now is a victory tonight against the Anchorage Seawolves, and the Tigers will be there. They scored 11 goals last night. The goals and the assists came from 16 of the 18 dressed players, and only one could not score because he was injured, and that's Stuart Bodker, who will not be playing tonight. But last night, it was a big night for Ryan Raynard, really a career night, leading CC to its biggest goal production of the year. Grabbed by Prevost, Hartnell digs it out, Enga comes in to help, it drifts behind the net, and Kerr will pick it up. Send it out. Intercepted by Raynard. He's in. He shoots. He scores! So the Tigers, with a 2-goal lead after one, have now built it to 3. And they look for the puck along the near boards in the Anchorage zone. Seawolves clear to the blue line. Needham gloves it. Sends it to Raynard. Shot. Goal! Ryan Raynard! Here's a drive off the end boards. Grabbed by Hartnell. It comes free to the near side. Dug out by Enga. Centered right to Raynard. Shot. And there it is! Hold that Tiger! Hold that Tiger. It's a hat trick for Ryan Raynard.
Well, I think come playoff time, the guys, kind of realize that, one game and you're out. So, a little bit of sharing now. Team play is a little more important to us now.
Well, I thought Rhino played his best game that I've seen him play in 2 years. He was moving his feet. We all know he's got a heavy shot, and he worked real hard to get those 3 goals, and I'm really proud of him.
And that's Don Lucia and Ryan Raynard. We're moments away from the start of this contest. A 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back. You're listening and watching Tiger Hockey.
Game day in the Chapel Hills Mall is your source for CC Hockey apparel. Tiger Hockey sweatshirts and t-shirts, CC replica jerseys, and only at Game Day can you find CC fitted wool hats. Now Game Day has even more CC Hockey jerseys in stock. And to get you ready for the playoffs, Game Day has new CC Hockey is Life t-shirts. Game Day is your only locally owned and operated source for pro and college apparel, hats, accessories, and collectibles. Game Day in the Chapel Hills Mall, lower level in the Sears Wing, a proud sponsor of CC Hockey.
If you're looking for the perfect home for a family, Lovett & Associates professionals are highly trained in financing alternatives, VA, FHA, and conventional financing. Many beautiful homes are available. Nick Lovett, past president of the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors, the recipient of the Realtor of the Year Award, understands the importance of highly trained associates to help make home hunting a pleasure, not a lifelong endeavor. Call Lovett & Associates at 392-9031 when you're looking for the perfect home. Personalized banking. That's what you'll find at State Bank & Trust. Banking relationships that last and grow make State Bank & Trust your one-stop full-service bank. Locally owned and operated, State Bank & Trust offers a full array of banking services, including ATM access, a drive-through location, safe deposit boxes, lines of credit, and more. Call State Bank & Trust today, 577-9100, and see how they can help you. State Bank & Trust, member FDIC. Attention Persian Gulf War veterans, there's a new toll-free helpline just for you. Call 1-800-PGW-VETS for answers to your questions about VA programs and your service in the Persian Gulf. That number once again, 1-800-PGW-VETS
for answers to your questions about VA programs and your service in the Persian Gulf.
Just moments away now from the start of this one at the Cadet Ice Arena. Both teams making that customary huddle around their respective goaltenders, and soon we'll be underway here at the Cadet Ice Arena. Tonight's game brought to you on Sports Radio AM 1240 by Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, the Sheraton, Academy Fence, Levin and Associates Realtors, Academy Fence, Sports Replay, Whitney Electric, American Telecasting, and Game Day. And tonight's game brought to you through KRDO TV 13 on cable channel 7 by Carlin Dodge. And now the two teams have broken up. A traditional meet with the goaltender. Lee Schill will be in the nets for the Anchorage Seawolves, and Judd Lambert gets the call for the Colorado College Tigers. And as you heard Don Lucia say during the pregame comments, Ryan Bach is all right. He could play if necessary, and he is the backup tonight in the event that Judd Lambert either is injured or has one of those difficult nights. And Judd, of course, wants very much to atone for his performance at Denver last week. And now it's time for the fastest game in America, the Western Collegiate Hockey Association, where a berth in St. Paul is at stake. A Tiger victory sends them to the Final Five. A loss by the Seawolves will eliminate them and end their season. And during the first opportunity here tonight, we'll get back to Brian German at McNichols Arena for an update on Pueblo South and Rampart. Tigers have the puck in the slot. Here's a backhander towards the net by Ryan Raynard, who had the hat trick last night. Steered away by Schill, picked up behind the Anchorage net. Tigers feel the key is to get on top early. Norcross brings it out. No look pass to the near side boards. Grabbed by Kent Ferns. Ferns picks it up, sends it to neutral ice, and ends up icing the puck, and a delay a game here for icing. So we'll go back now to McNichols Arena to Brian German. Brian, what's happening there?
Thank you, Jeff. It's all over, I'm afraid, but the crying so far. It's 61-41 with 19.6 seconds left. Pueblo South defeating the Rampart Rams. And it's just been basically a free throw battle from here on out, and the South has taken out their stars. Michael Langston, really the guy that beat the Rampart Rams. He had 19 points to lead South on the night. Curtis Stovall also had 17 for the Rams. Some good play from Shelby Davis with 12. Jerome Hilliard with 11, and Nate Moeller has come up with 10 so far. But there's 19.6 seconds left, and all the reserves are in the game. So this one is just about over. 15 seconds and counting now. Kevin Meyer, just about over. Jeff, we'll give you the final score later.
Go ahead and finish up, Brian. There was just another icing call here, so we'll let you finish up.
Okay. 6.7 seconds left now. Still no score. 61-41. And it looks like Pueblo South will be going to the free throw line to shoot two. Jim Calhoun and the Rampart Rams should be commended on a fine season, though. Calhoun, at the last break, took all of his star players out. Nate Moeller, Shelby Davis. A lot of the Rams looking down right now, but they shouldn't be. They've had a fantastic season, and they've done quite well. Toby Lockett, a sophomore for South, hits the first free throw. And the second free throw, he'll shoot it up. It is good. No, rolls out. 62-41. 6 seconds counting for Rampart. The Rams with the ball. 2 seconds. 1 second. A shot by Brian Oaks. Won't go. That's the final. 62-41. Pueblo South gets the 4A men's state championship over the Rampart Rams. A fantastic season for both teams. Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Brian. Nice job, both you and Vince Greco this week at the state high school basketball tournament. We've got a face-off coming in the Anchorage end. We have no score here. We played 57 seconds. Here's a drive from the left point by Elfring, kicked out by Schill. Comes back to neutral ice, grabbed by Elfring in front of the Tiger bench. The forechecking Seawolves try to carry it towards the corner. Tigers will poke it out. Seawolves grab it at neutral ice, dump it into the near corner. Root picks it up behind the net. Over to the far corner, and again, the Seawolves have the forechecking working. Schmidt line is out. Far side to Elfring, to Christopherson. He doesn't control. Root steps in, but it's poked through the slot by the Seawolves as they keep it alive. Now they want to dump it towards the slot. Tigers intercept. Geronazzo, left wing for Christopherson, a little bit ahead of him, but he'll carry through to the far circle. Grab there behind the Anchorage net. Now White turns it over, and Schill dumps it off the far glass all the way to the far boards. Kept in at the point by Paxton. Here's a drive. Schill steers it far side. White is slow getting up and may be injured. He'll stay in the game, but he's not moving very well. Puck comes behind the Anchorage net. They steer it to the far side. Now kick towards the slot. Over to the near side corner. Seawolves send it up off the glass and into the crowd. And we'll take our first timeout on television and radio. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
The loudest sound in retail sales is the sound.
On Thursday, March 16th, the Multiple Sclerosis Society will present a program on Social Security disability. Call 633-4601 for more information. And a public meeting on March 14th at UPass Elementary School Library in Chipeta Park will discuss the development of a multi-use trail from Manitou Springs to Woodland Park. Call 578-8777 for more information.
We are back at the Cadet Ice Arena. Face-off near circle, won by the Seawolves. Millimak goes behind the net, left to right, bounces it off the far dashers, grabbed by Paxton at neutral ice. David had a big goal last night and some big hits. Dumps it behind the Anchorage net. Schill steers it far side. Engel will keep it in. Sent to the far corner. We're playing even strength, 5-on-5, no score. We're 2 minutes and 18 seconds in. Tigers along the far boards, and now Norcross will get it out. But Enga's right there as Rayner delivers the hit to sever the puck. Now Enga has his pocket pick, and in come the Seawolves backhander. Lambert the save with the blocker. It comes to the near side, and Needham rides one of the Seawolves into the corner. Enga picks up the puck, heads back the other way, but it's a 2-on-3. Enga gets around one man. He's in. He shoots, and it comes behind the net. Schill had the angle. Enga tries to center as he brings his own rebound around the near side. Seawolves break it up, kept in by Fern, sends it into the corner to Enga. Got 2 men open in the slot, centering, goes over Hartnell's stick and comes right to Mark Stitt, and he puts it up into the seats. And we've got a stoppage of play with 17:06 remaining. We'll take another timeout here. Tigers and Seawolves are scoreless. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
The next time you're told to get to the point, take them to 1545 South 8th Street. The Point Sports Pub and Grill is the place Colorado College Tiger fans go. The Point Sports Pub and Grill has 5 satellite-fed TVs, and if a CC game is on TV, you can be sure that the Point will have it on. The kitchen's open daily from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. The Point Sports Pub and Grill, where everybody's a Tiger fan. The Point Sports Pub and Grill at 1545 South 8th Street. Just look for the CC banners.
As we come back, we're 3 minutes and 3 seconds in, and the Tigers have just taken the first penalty of the evening. John Steiner grabbing a hold of one of the Seawolves who was breaking out of the zone to create a 2-on-1. He did get free from Steiner and got a shot on Lambert at point-blank range. Lambert made the save, and the Tigers dodge a bullet, but John Steiner's in the penalty box for 2 minutes for holding, and the Seawolves, as they did last night, or rather as they did not last night, get the first power play advantage. Tigers clear it to neutral ice. Seawolves have it in front of the Tiger bench, backhanded along the blue line, and the Seawolves are offside as they bring it in. So they'll bring it back out to neutral ice for a face-off. Glad you're with us tonight on both sports radio, AM 1240 KRDO in Colorado Springs, and TV 13's production on cable channel 7. Anchorage and Colorado College, a win for the Tigers, and they're off to St. Paul, only the second time in their storied 58-year hockey history. The last time came when this year's senior class were freshmen. Seawolves dump it in. Icing call will be evolving out of this. This will give us time to let you know about what's going on the rest of the league. Wisconsin, with its back to the wall, is facing Northern Michigan tonight. If the Badgers lose, their season could be over. Likewise for St. Cloud, if they fail to get even with North Dakota tonight. Denver, if it wins, will go to the Final 5 at St. Paul, beating Michigan Tech last night. And Minnesota, if it beats Duluth after the overtime win last night, will also make the finals. Good look at Tim Swider of the Colorado Springs area, linesman here tonight. Other officials are John Seidel and Craig Anderson. Seawolves win the draw. They're on the power play for another 137, and they're coming out of their own zone. Dumped into the near corner by Kowal, comes behind the net. Lambert will kick it far side, but it comes right to Jeremy Millimak. He looks to center. Paxton pokes it away. Grabbed by Enga. Tigers out shorthanded, 2-on-2. Enga gets inside, fires the wrist shot. Schill makes the left knee pad save, and the Seawolves get back the other way. Norcross to Millimak, into the corner, circles Paxton, poked away off his stick, grabbed by Enga. He drives it through the near corner all the way into the Anchorage end. Tigers want to change up their special team unit here with 1 minute left on the Anchorage power play. Anchorage could really use a goal here to get things rolling. And Vallières dumps it into the far corner as the Seawolves make a change, and then Ferns backs it off the boards towards the point. Seawolves can't keep it in. McNeil in a foot race, and there's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. McNeil's got Ferns trailing. To Ferns, the one-timer, knocked down in traffic. Put a soft wrist shot, and it was knocked down nicely by the Seawolves' Trent Leggett. Tigers send it back in deep with 32 seconds left on the power play. Comes up along the far board. Seawolves try to clear. Leggett has to come back, though. Circles through the far side to neutral ice. Now sends it along the near boards, all the way through the corner. Lambert helps it to that point. Grabbed by Hartnell, cleared out. 15 seconds left on the Anchorage power play. And I don't believe they really have a serious shot on goal in this 2 minutes. Penalty kill unit has done its job. Anchorage backhands it into the Tiger zone. Here's a centering pass. Comes off the skates of Hartnell, grabbed by Bob Needham. Needham ahead to Christopherson. They've killed the penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. Good forecheck. Frees up the puck. Anchorage tries to center. Man open. Tipped away at the last moment by Schmidt, but he doesn't get it out of the zone. Now it drifts to neutral ice, and it's sent right back in. Here's a centering pass. Man wide open. One-timer. Lambert saw it. Rebound. He saw that too. Made them both. Tigers back the other way in transition. Jaranazzo drop pass for Christopherson. Back to Jaranazzo to Christopherson, and it flips into the net. Into the glove of Lee Schill, and a stoppage of play. And Schill comes up big, is following the puck very well here in the opening moments. 14:30 to go. First period, Tigers and Seawolves are scoreless. And as you look at it, the deflection towards the net is gloved by Schill, as the Tigers are able to put some pressure on Schill and stop the power play and nearly take the lead. Faceoff will come in the near corner or near faceoff circle of the Anchorage zone. 14:30 remains here in the first period. We are still scoreless at the Cadet Ice Arena. And again, the Tigers with a win tonight will be bound for St. Paul. And we at KRDO TV 13 and Sports Radio AM 1240 will be going with them. We'll be bringing you every single game in the 5-game lineup, both on Sports Radio and on Cable Channel 7. So stay tuned for the details as they become available when the field is set. Anchorage pokes the puck to neutral ice. Tigers send it right back in behind the net. Grabbed there by Tomisto. Petri from Pori, Finland, sends it to neutral ice, misses Norcross, and the puck goes deep into the near corner of the Anchorage zone. And the Seawolves ice the puck. And we'll take a timeout here. Delay a game, no score, 14:11 left. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
If you're remodeling, adding on, or just need a light switch replaced, the only name you need to remember is Whitney Electric. Whitney Electric has been handling the electrical need of Colorado Springs for 82 years, assuring you old-fashioned reliability with modern service. So when you need electrical service, anytime, day or night, just give Whitney Electric a call, 473-4212. Let Whitney Electric include you as a satisfied customer. Call 473-4212 for reliable electrical service from Whitney Electric.
We're back to action here at the Cadet Ice Arena. Puck in the Tiger zone and backhanded over the glass by Calvin Elfring as he tries to clear. If a third game is necessary, should the Seawolves figure out a way to solve the Tigers tonight, the third game will be tomorrow evening, 7:05. And again, we'll be on the air on Sports Radio, AM 1240, and on Cable Channel 7. Close to a full house. The crowd continues to come in here. We were just 21 short of a sellout last night. But there appears to be room here. Even if they have sold all the tickets, there's standing room and auxiliary seating. If you're on your way out here, don't hesitate. Comes to neutral ice. Seawolves send it right back in. Eric Rude digs it out. Sends it far side to Elfring. Off the dashers to Travis Shane, who had a goal last night. Lets it slide to Raynard, who backhands it into the near corner. Raynard with a hat trick and 2 assists. His biggest night as a Tiger. And getting to the Century Club, the 7th Tiger to make it this year. Raynard along the near boards, brings it to the point. Here's a drive by Rude. Schill already saw that one to Elfring, right back down low, and they misfire on trying to hit Raynard for a redirect. Now to the near boards. Shane trying to dig it out with Enga. Also in there is Edwards for the Seawolves. And Tomisto for the Seawolves. Now a 5-man scrum. And it's held up along the dashers, and the referees say, all right, it's going nowhere. We'll face off at neutral ice. Colorado College, nothing. Alaska Anchorage, nothing. And the Seawolves head to the far bench, changing up the lines, as do the Tigers. McNeil line comes out, and again, Tim Swider awaits the faceoff just inside the near circle. Draws one by McNeil. Ferns takes a blast. Oh, glove saved by Schill, and I think he was a bit surprised at the velocity and the direction that one was heading, and literally picked it out of the upper right-hand corner of the net. He is much sharper tonight than he was in the starting role last night. Face-off will come near circle. Tigers win the draw. Leggett will get it in the corner. Steps around McNeil. Now McNeil picks up the forechecking. Seawolves do get it out. Cleared by Valliers. Deep into the Tiger zone, and an icing call on Colorado College. Don Lucia Coaches Show coming your way Tuesday night, and we will be at the Point on South A Street, directly across from Arcturus. Hope to see you there. If you can't come down to talk to the coach of the Tigers, who may be taking only the second team in Tiger history to the St. Paul Civic Center for the Final Five, then join us on the telephone by calling 473-1240 and talk Tiger hockey with us. Tigers win the draw. Ferns up top, down low, looking for McNeil. Comes off the skate of one of the Seawolves, grabbed by Goodmanson. Goodmanson, who battled the flu all last week, to McNeil. Now down to Remickle. It slides behind the net, and Stewart will get it there for the Seawolves to neutral ice. Now a wrist shot from near the blue line. Lambert slows it. Now he lets it go on the doorstep, and a quick turnaround, and Lambert kicks it near side. Grabbed by Ferns. Now to Steiner. His lead pass comes right in on Schill, who steers it off the near boards. Right to neutral ice. Tigers caught in a change. Valliere sends it in on Lambert. Goes to one knee. Steers it near side with the stick, which he carries in his right hand. Tigers will clear it off the near side to Schmidt at neutral ice. Got Christopherson on the left wing, elects to carry it in himself, and the Seawolves poke it right back out to David Paxton. Near side to Geronazzo. Tigers wait to get back on side, then Geronazzo sends it into the Zamboni corner. Comes behind the net, Schill far side to Geronazzo. One-timer down back into the corner, grabbed by Christopherson. He's pinned to the boards by Millimuck. Now in comes Geronazzo to help. It comes up along the far boards, top of the zone to Needham. One-time drive. That one hit Geronazzo, and then Needham fires again, and this time it's gloved by Schill, and that one might have hurt Peter. I think it caught him on the thigh. And a stoppage of play with 11:41 remaining first period. Still no score here at the Cadet Ice Arena. Glad you're with us tonight on Cable Channel 7. Brought to you by Carlin Dodge. Long-time family-run dealership out on East Platte near the Citadel. Also very involved in the rodeo here in Colorado Springs. And of course our fine sponsors on radio, which we'll get to momentarily. Here's a drive from the face-off circle by Enga. Enga's pulled down away from the puck. Neither of the officials saw it, but the hook pulled him off his skates. Seawolves have it in the corner, and they too have a man lose an edge, and now a hard check to the chest of Hartnell frees up the puck. Seawolves bring it to the point. Oh, and they're out 2-on-1. Look out. Here's Stitt, right wing to Misto, who fires. It comes off the end boards. The shot was wide. Tigers just get it out and have iced the puck with 11:14 to go here in the first period. This game does not quite have the ebb and flow of last night's. Tigers put on some pressure early here, took a penalty, and that took them a little out of sync, but they just are not flying tonight as they did last night. And I know that as Don Lucia in a pause for concern, he doesn't want to have this stretch to Sunday. And of course this senior class well remembers 7 overtimes 4 years ago over 3 nights that left them just utterly without any wheels when they went to St. Paul. Puck goes through the slot off the face-off. Seawolves dig it out far corner. They want to center. Rude's playing the body to keep that from happening, and now it's poked away by Travis Shane. Now it goes back into the corner. Rude is pulled down. There'll be a penalty to Anchorage, and Rude just looks up and says, "What did you do that for?" That was a silly penalty on the part of the Seawolves. And of course they're protesting that Rude made the initial contact that should have been a penalty, but a holding call which just ripped Eric Rude off his skates gives the Tigers their first power play. And when they got the power play last night, that's when things really started to happen. They built a 2-0 lead, a 2-1 lead, a 3-1 lead, a 4-2 lead, and then coasted with 5 straight goals. 10:57 left in the period. This one comes 9:03 in, and it's Edwards in the box on the holding call. Tigers first man advantage. We've had one other power play opportunity tonight. It belonged to the Seawolves, and they were unable to capitalize. Didn't even get a serious shot on Judd Lambert. So the special teams for CC so far doing the job. To neutral ice. Now the Seawolves take it away, send it back in. Tigers get it right back to neutral ice, and Petre Tomisto sends it back in. So the Tigers fritter away the first 13 seconds before Ferns picks up the puck behind the net. Crowd starts to talk it up a little bit here. Here's a backhanded pass looking for Goodmanson, and it's intercepted and sent right back in. Tigers trying to fill the alleys, and the Seawolves doing a much better job of pinning them in at the boards, shutting off those wide passes that start them in transition. Here's another pass broken up at neutral ice by Williams. Now Goodmanson gets it in, but Tomisto gets there, tries to clear it out. It hits Goodmanson and stays in the zone. Now the Tigers can set up the forechecking, but Kent Ferns can't get to the point, and the Seawolves clear it out. So this power play for the Tigers, just like that for the Seawolves, results so far in no serious scoring threat. Comes off the skate of Enga. Enga way back in the far circle, now to Geronazzo. He tries to center the touch pass to Schmidt, but the Seawolves are sitting on the puck. Now Geronazzo comes up with it, right wing to Schmidt, carries it in, tries to split the defense, has it poked away and swept out of the zone. Back for it goes Elfring. Elfring high in the Anchorage, or in the CC zone to Rayner, now to Geronazzo. Geronazzo comes along the near boards, and finally they'll balance off with 42 seconds left on the power play. Down low to Raynard. Far side comes off the end iron to Rude. He'll go through the corner. Now Schmidt has to come up to play the point. Down low to Raynard, to Geronazzo. Up top to Schmidt. He looks like he wants to wind up. Now comes to Rude. Rude to Elfring. Elfring will wind up. Fires the wrist shot. Shield to save. Rebound out to Rude. Back to Elfring. He'll send her through. Touched once by Raynard. Covered up by Schill. Raynard just tried to tip it past Schill, looking for the 5-hole, and couldn't quite get through. Tigers moving the puck very well that time, and with 19 seconds left on the man advantage, the Tigers at least earn a face-off in the Anchorage zone. No score here in a somewhat tentative first period, as you get a good look at the senior goaltender from Coquitlam, British Columbia. Lee Schill, 6-footer, 185 pounds. Goals allowed average 4.72, and that's been part of the Seawolves' problem. It's not necessarily that he's not stopping pucks, but the defense hasn't given them a lot of help this year. That's why they've lost 8 of their last 11 and 7 straight. Here's the face-off, won by the Tigers. Up top to Elfring. He winds up, fakes the shot, loses the puck, retrieves, goes far side, has his pocket picked by Stitt. Now he's got to watch out for the turnover. It's in front of the Tiger bench, and Stitt will get it. Rude tries to come in to help out and does, and the puck comes free to Schmidt, but that'll essentially kill the penalty. Nice job by Elfring after turning the puck over to prevent the Seawolves from getting a breakaway. Carried in by Raynard, swats it into the far corner. Tigers will make a change here. Behind the net, Seawolves have it, send it near side. Edwards bounces it off the dashers. It comes right to Rude, who sends it right back in. Now the Tigers can complete their change, and so too can the Wolves. Over to the near side to Millimak. No look behind the back along the near side. Edwards tries to clear, kept in by a forechecking Bob Needham. Shane through the corner, far side. Seawolves will get there quickly, and out of the zone, McCann sends the puck, but he also puts it into the Seawolves bench, and Brush Christensen turns it over the glass to a little fan, and wins a friend as well as a face-off coming back into the Seawolves zone. 8:28 left. Period number 1. We are still scoreless here. Much slower pace game. Tigers don't seem to have that jump, as Don Lucia refers to it. Here's the situation. Should the Tigers win tonight, they'll be going to St. Paul next week, and they'll play on Friday night, 6:05 our time. We'll be on at 5:45 with the broadcast of the game. Television will go at 6 o'clock. Got a whistle down in the corner as one of the Seawolves is pinned into the boards and slow to get up and on top of the puck. 8:18 left, and now he appears to be all right and will be coming off. And the Tigers will make a change here. So we'll use this for a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to and watching Tiger Hockey.
Hi, Marty Wakelin here. When I played goalie for the Tigers in the 80s, I had dreams of the big save. Today, the dreams and the goals have come together with the new and used sporting goods I sell at Sports Replay. Big savings for my customers. Our newly expanded store in the shops of the Bluffs has a ski service shop, fitness machines, individual and team sports equipment, you name it. Stop by and talk to one of our equipment specialists. We'll help fit your size and the size of your budget. Stay in the game at Sports Replay.
Off the face-off, the Seawolves clear the puck over the glass, and we got a stoppage of play, and they'll do it again. Earlier tonight on Sports Radio AM 1240, Brian German live at McNichols, and the Pueblo South Colts defeat the Rampart Rams in the state championship for Class 4A. We are proud to bring you high school basketball on Sports Radio. and stay with us for announcements of future events on Sports Radio. Back to live action here at the Cadet Ice Arena. Tigers try to center. Remicle's pass is broken up. Seawolves doing a good job protecting their own zone. And now out comes David Valliere, working one-on-one. His centering pass intercepted by Paxton. And then it's grabbed at neutral ice and sent right back in. Seawolves may not touch it, though, or they'll be offside, so they have to gather themselves back together behind the CC net. Tigers get it out, shove it to neutral ice. Needham trying to get it ahead to Remicle. Seawolves break it up. Now it's picked up by Goodmanson ahead to Remicle. Now McNeil has it. Going back to Remicle. Remicle is held up. Now he takes a dive. Now crowd's calling for a hook, but Remicle just acted it out brilliantly, and the officials weren't biting. It's back to neutral ice. Needham sends it in, and Goodmanson is offside as he does. And, of course, the crowd continues to work on Craig Anderson and on John Seidel, but Remicle may have felt the stick up around his ribcage and acted it out as best he could to try and draw the call, but the officials were not biting on that one. Nothing after after 13 minutes and 32 seconds have gone by. We still have 7:28 to play here in the first period. And our counterparts on the broadcast line here, Alaska Television, has gone to a break, so we'll take this opportunity to remind you that here at the Cadet Ice Arena or by telephone, you can start to work on your season tickets for next year. You can get a savings of 10% if you call in and order before April the 22nd, as you get a look at recruiting coordinator and associate coach Scott Owens. What a job he has done this year. We understand the Tiger recruiting class may be the best of any major Division I college in the country. So we look forward to next year, and that means order your season tickets now for Tiger Hockey 95-96. The WCHA champions will be going for a first ever for any club in the league, a three-peat. It's never happened in the history, 43 years of the WCHA. Tigers dump the puck in deeply. Schill slows it down. Of course, now the Tigers just want to take care of business and get to St. Paul. Seawolves send it to neutral ice. It gets behind Ferns. Seawolves pick it up, moving towards the net. Now it's pushed off the stick of Grabinski, grabbed by Raynard. Now it's taken away by Tomista from Enga, centered, intercepted by the captain. Ferns is out, backhands it ahead to Hartnell, drops it ahead to Raynard, now to Enga. Enga splits the defense, tries to get inside, and it's broken up by the Seawolves, and we got a whistle and a penalty, and advancing the puck with the hand, one or the other, as Anderson makes the call here with 6:47, or Seidel makes the call, I should say. 6:47 remaining here in the first period. And again, a scoreless first period. Both teams sort of causing the fans to wait on one another. Anchorage came with 40 to 50 people who made the long trek out here. Now, the good thing about coming here from Anchorage is you don't ever have to fly the red eye. You can go out at a normal time and go back at a normal time. Here's the wrist shot, knocked down in traffic off the stick of Christofferson, comes near side. Rude picks it up, now centered, intercepted. This is Williams. Williams tries to lead Mark Stitt into the zone, but Elfring intercepts, sends it to neutral ice. Seawolves have it, try to send it back in. Schmidt intercepts, drops it back to the Tiger zone to Rude. Eric to Geronazzo. Geronazzo dumps it in, but it's intercepted at the blue line by Williams and sent back in. Elfring after it, beating Stitt to it in the corner. Sends it near side to his defense mate, Eric Rude. And the sophomore from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, tries to clear it out. Seawolves send it right back in and make a change. Tigers can take advantage of this. Up comes Elfring quickly. Candidate for the all-rookie team, dumps it in the near side. Schill slows it behind the net, backs it off the near side, right to the near point. Seawolves try to get it out. Forechecking Colin Schmidt breaks it up. Geronazzo tries to pick it up, does, gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt loses it along the near boards, picked up by the Seawolves and cleared the length of the ice. And an icing call on Anchorage. We'll pause for 30 seconds here. No score. First period. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
When you are selling your property, look to Lovett & Associates for results. Lovett & Associates provide an excellent source of buyers moving into the Springs area. Lovett & Associates work hard for their clients and get the highest dollar available for their sellers. Lovett & Associates, members of one of the largest relocation services, have a highly trained staff there to assist you. Find out why Lovett & Associates have a proven track record in selling homes. That's Lovett & Associates, 392-9031.
As we come back to action here at the Cadet Ice Arena, puck goes into the near corner as Lambert makes a save on a soft shot directed towards him. Out comes Shane, one man to beat, gets inside, now wants to center, too late. It's kicked to the far corner off the skate of Tim Suizo, who had a goal last night. Comes to the point. Paxton plays the body and the puck, keeps it in, and then deflects it over the glass. David Paxton working between a pair of Seawolves there. Absorbed the hit, tossed it back, and also played the puck to keep it in the Anchorage zone. And we've got a stoppage of play with 5:12 remaining here, first period. Still no score. Tigers, I know, would like to get something cranked up here. For the longer they let the Seawolves hang around in a scoreless tie, the better their confidence builds. And of course, goaltender Lee Schill gets the feeling like he can do no wrong. So we've played now not quite 15 minutes without a score. Puck at neutral ice, grabbed by Cowell, drop pass to Valliers, back to Cowell, one-timer, wide of the mark, comes off the end boards, and Remickle steers it to the corner. Tigers dig it out. Excellent playmaking by the Seawolves. Now they take it away, center it. It comes right to McNeil. Lead pass to Goodmanson. Jason flips it ahead to Remickle. Touch pass ahead for Burns, but too far ahead of him, and Valliers grabs it. Valliers sends it into the Tiger zone, and there will be an icing call coming against Anchorage. So we'll pause and take our last 30-second timeout of the first period. Back in 30 seconds, scoreless. This is Tiger Hockey.
Personalized banking. That's what you'll find at State Bank and Trust. Banking relationships that last and grow make State Bank and Trust your one-stop full-service bank. Locally owned and operated, State Bank and Trust offers a full array of banking services, including ATM access, a drive-through location, safe deposit boxes, lines of credit, and more. Call State Bank and Trust today, 577-9100, and see how they can help you. State Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Puck behind the Anchorage net as we come back to action here. Tigers deflected towards the net. Sent near side by Schill. Seawolves back it out of the zone. It rides the rail for a while. Now comes into the Tiger zone, and another icing call against the Seawolves. 4:21 left now in the first period of play. We remain scoreless. And again, we want to tell you about our plans for next week. We're very excited about it here on both Sports Radio and KRDO TV via cable channel 7. We will be bringing you both on radio and television all 5 games from the WCHA's Final 5. That, of course, is providing the Tigers get there, and all it takes is one win tonight or tomorrow night. Of course, the Tigers will be going to the NCAA tournament, and we have television plans there as well, but some of it will be regulated by ESPN and the NCAA, so we'll have to tell you about it as we get closer. And now we've got one of the Tigers pinned to the ice by Troy Norcross. Got a whistle and a stoppage of play, and Norcross has held, looks like maybe Ryan Raynard to the ice. No, it's Chad Hartnell to the ice. And we got a stoppage of play. Let's see if both players go. This will be the first set of coincidentals tonight, if that's the case. And the daily double on 20s as Norcross and Hartnell go to the box. And the crowd boos, thinking Hartnell was the saint and Norcross the sinner. But I can guarantee you John Seidel was on top of that one over along the far boards, as was Craig Anderson. And Norcross, a very even-tempered player, as is Hartnell, so something had to have been instigated by one or the other, and retaliation to create the double or the coincidental. So 2-minute minors, and we play 4-on-4 because it happened while play was still in existence. 4:11 left, 15:49 in. Seawolves have the puck in front of their own net. Start out of the zone. Original pass tipped by Geronazzo, broken up by Rude to Geronazzo. Now Elfring can't control deep in his own zone. Sends it behind the net. Meek will get to it first, tries to fake Geronazzo, but Geronazzo goes right to the body and the puck. Savvy play, near side to Elfring. Elfring puts it off the near dashers, but the Seawolves will keep it in, and they've got a man open. Williams shoot wide of the mark, off the end boards, grabbed by Elfring. Calvin starts back the other way to Schmidt, now to Geronazzo. Working 2-on-2, and Geronazzo hangs on to the puck a little while too long, and Schmidt comes in off the near side, or the far side, offside. And the crowd again complaining a bit about that one, but not too much argument from the Tigers. As you take a look at Jason White, junior defenseman from Anchorage, who had a goal last night for the Seawolves. 3:34 left, 1:23 on the coincidental penalties. And a faceoff coming just above the Anchorage blue line, far side in front of the Seawolves bench. And the draw is won by Remickle, grabbed by Ferns to McNeil, who swats it into the near corner. Schill sends it right back the other way and puts it on the protective netting. 3:26 left here now in the first period. Really a disjointed first period. Haven't been many penalties, but neither team seems to be making any kind of contact with timing here tonight. The passing was much sharper last night. Crowd is talking it up. Got just about every seat filled in here now. And they're standing along the banisters. Bigger crowd early on tonight than last night. And now David Valier is tossed out by linesman Tim Swider from the face-off circle. And in comes Prevost. Stacy's a 5'10", 180-pound junior, or sophomore rather, from Bonneville, Alberta. And now Prevost encroaches, and Chad Remickle says, what's the deal here? Remickle wins the draw, but the puck comes near side to Meek, or Leggett rather. And Leggett loses it in the circle, grabbed by White, who came in quickly. And now the Seawolves balance off, head out of the zone. Lead pass left wing to Valiers, can't control, poked away, still kept in though. Leggett into the corner, takes a return pass, now lose it on the doorstep. He tries to wrap it around Lambert, but he's just wide of the mark. Tigers dodge a bullet, and the Seawolves have something working here. They've got a man camped out on the doorstep. He misfires. Boy, the Seawolves twice had Lambert hung out to dry and couldn't finish off. Now the lead pass to McNeil, and Jay just doesn't make contact with it. And he seems to be off stride tonight. Puck comes up near side. McNeil sends it towards the corner. Remickle was knocked down, so he can't take the pass from Jay. Comes to the point to Rude. He looks inside, centers. McNeil deflects it, and Schill will step out of the net to backhand it out of the zone. Oh, Tigers knock a man down. Got a penalty coming, and maybe coincidentals. High sticking call. Well, that's interesting. It is coincidentals. Remickle knocked down White, but White's going to get the call on the coincidental for high sticking. So 2:32 left here in the first period. We've played 17:28 and another pair of coincidentals. Chad Remickle, the junior from St. Paul, and don't you know he wants to go home next week. Picking up the penalty for the Tigers, and Jason White for the Seawolves, who of course doesn't want his season to come to an end tonight. High stick on White. And a trip on Remickle. Puck sent to neutral ice. Tigers have it. Still play 4-on-4. Enga to Rude through the corner. Enga goes to the Zamboni corner to try and beat Millimak to the puck. Millimak gets to it, but sends it ahead, so Enga can get to it. Now up top. Rude fans on the shot. Enga picks it up, and now Elfring doesn't see it. Tigers get one man back here. We'll be back to even strength, and now as the Tigers bring it in right away, Norcross and Hartnell get tangled up again, and they're going right back in. They just got out of the box with 2:04 left in the period, and they'll go right back in. And again, the crowd boos. But again, both the players had their sticks raised, and that's when the officials have to make that call. When that stick gets up over the shoulders near the head, the call's going to be made. 2:04 left. 17:56 has expired. Let's see how soon they had gotten out. 4:11 down to 2:11. They've been out 7 seconds. That's got to be the shortest time out of the sin bin that I can recall in a game this year. I know that there are times when players go right after each other the minute they get out. Now one of these Seawolves appears to be hurt. That's White. He's being looked at by his trainer, checking his mouth and lips. Apparently he's all right. Maybe one of the penalty box officials noticed some blood, and of course when that's the case, they've got to bring everything to a halt until they get the bleeding stopped. In fact, they are ready for a face-off now in front of the Anchorage bench above the Alaska blue line. Meek sends it in off the face-off. 1:58 to go. At 2 players from each team in the penalty box. Tigers have it behind their own net, and of course anytime you got players in the box, that breaks up your continuity, and there hasn't been much continuity tonight for either team to begin with. Back behind the net, Rude sends it up near side to Elfring. Backhands it off the boards to neutral ice, but Meek gets there quickly and keeps it from crossing the blue line. And the Seawolves, with the forechecking, keep it in. Now Rude's got an alley to get out of the zone. Drops into Goodmanson. Jason steps around one man, now is caught. Dumps it into the far corner. It rolls. Tigers poke it free. Comes to Rude. Rude's lane to the net is covered to Elfring. He rips it towards the net. Comes off the inboards. Grabbed by Goodmanson. He wants to center. Can't deliver. Pair of Seawolves have him battled and tied up. McNeil frees it up. Now it's picked up by the Seawolves. Carried in at the right point. Drop pass at the blue line. Seawolves make a change. Tigers have a 3-on-2 because of it. Right wing to McNeil. Puts it between the legs of one player, but the Seawolves Millimak gets there and sends it near side. Grabbed there by Millimak as we enter the final minute of the first period. Now it goes back behind the net. Penalty coming to Anchorage as as Geronazzo is decked, and with 50 seconds left in the first period of play and 19-10 into this first period, the Tigers get power play chance number 2 as Geronazzo is knocked to the ice. And let's see if the Tigers, with a 46-second power play advantage, can make something happen here. And this will be a 4-on-3, which would really be to the Tigers' liking here. Chance for them to use their quickness and really make something happen. Millimak is in the box for interference. And the Don Lucia-led Tigers come out with Enga, Geronazzo, Rude, and Ferns. Not the quickest lineup, but a pair of right-handed and left-handed shooters. Enga wins the draw to Rude, up top to the captain, back to Rude. Rude's got Geronazzo camped down low, comes to Ferns. It's deflected and Kent can't control it, and the Tigers have to get back onside. 39 seconds left in the period. Long pass near side to Geronazzo. He can't control it. Millimak gets to it, tries to clear it out. Enga gloves it, can't keep it in, and now it is sent out of the zone. Had RJ been able to hang on to that one, Tigers might have had an alley towards the net. Grab behind the net by Ferns. 23 seconds left in the period. 17 on the man advantage. Rude brings it up to the point. Has Geronazzo, can't get it to him, but Geronazzo goes to get it. Now has it taken away, and the Seawolves will clear it out, and that should effectively end this brief power play. Lambert tries to get the Tigers up the ice quickly. Penalty about to expire. Tigers will at least get into the zone. Ferns carries it in. Oh, he's pulled down. Will there be another call? Whistle with time expiring. Ferns is down. Stitt's got his stick up under his arm pit, but there is no call. The period comes to an end. Colorado College nothing, Alaska Anchorage nothing. We'll be back in 2 minutes for our first intermission show. Back in 2 minutes. You're listening to and watching Tiger Hockey on Sports Radio and Cable Channel 7.
The clock is down to 4 seconds. 3, 2, there goes the shot. It's good. Unbelievable. The teams are going to overtime.
Hey, Bob, the players are leaving the arena. What's going on?
Like I said, Jim, they're going to overtime. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, where there's always a celebration.
But what about the game?
Don't worry. You can catch all the games at Overtime. They have 3 satellite dishes, a monstrous 12-foot screen, and more than 20 other TVs, so you won't miss your favorite team.
You said 3 satellite dishes?
He's not the best color commentator in the business for nothing, folks. Overtime also has great food. Get in on Burger Madness all weekend long during their grand opening with 99-cent burgers and 50-cent fries. And you're losing big if you miss today's all-day happy hour. Plus, you could win Nuggets or Sky Sox tickets throughout the weekend.
What are we waiting for? Let's go to Overtime.
Overtime Sports Bar and Grill at the corner of Union and Dublin in the Cottonwood Plaza. Take your day into overtime.
Before you remodel your kitchen or bathroom, visit the Elger Inside Out House at Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply. From sinks to tubs and faucets, Elger makes it easy to find what you're looking for. Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply at 110 West Vermejo, across from Chrissy Fowler Lumber. Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply, a locally owned company since 1968.
Come on into the Inside Out House, Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply.
For great auto service and savings, get to Goodyear now. Check the sale price on Monroe shock absorbers and struts. Buy 1 shock 4 strut at the regular price and get 50% off the second one. All Goodyear brake services on sale too, at a value price 20% off. Sale ends March 25th at your participating Goodyear certified auto service outlet.
Right way, right here, right now. With Goodyear, right way, right here, right now.
We are back at the Cadet Ice Arena on the campus of the United States Air Force Academy. We've got a scoreless first period. Very different first period from last night's contest where the Tigers got off to a quick 2-0 lead, and it ended at 2-1. Tigers tonight just a little bit tentative, a little bit off balance, and maybe because of the penalties, that's where this game has settled. The Tigers have taken a total of 4 penalties for 8 minutes. It gave Anchorage 1 power play tonight. They were unable to capitalize on it. And of course, that's a big plus when you can keep the opponent, which is down 1-0 off the scoreboard on the power play. That's usually a real big lift to a team when they can capitalize on that. Anchorage took 5 penalties for 10 minutes, giving the Tigers 2 power plays, albeit one of them was very short, but the Tigers were unable to capitalize on either of those 2 penalties. So we have a scoreless game after 1. Both teams seeming to be a little bit flat-footed. They're working as hard as they can, but they just don't seem to have that jump, as Don Lucia refers to it. And maybe in the second period, all of that will change. Saves in the first period, Judd Lambert made a total of 9 saves, while Lee Schill from Anchorage made 13. So the Tigers are out shooting Anchorage 13-9 here in the first period. But of course, they've not been able to dent the veteran goaltender from Coquitlam, British Columbia. So after 1, we are scoreless. We're going to come back with our Tiger profile after we pause for this 2-minute timeout. You're watching and listening to Tiger Hockey.
Hit the sweet spot with Sky Sox Baseball in 1995. Enjoy exciting AAA professional baseball at Sky Sox Stadium with a group of family, friends, or co-workers. Your group outing includes discounted tickets, special seating area, scoreboard welcome, and more. Now's the time to plan your 1995 Sky Sox group outing, and be sure to ask about the famous Hanson Hot Tub. It's an unbelievable experience. For more information on Sky Sox group outings, call today. Check the white pages under Sky Sox Baseball.
During the Dodge Preferred Option Sale, the better your options, the better your cash savings and values. For instance, say hello to Dodge Neon. Neon comes with dual airbags and a 132 horsepower engine standard. And when you choose options like air conditioning, remote deck lid release, rear window defroster, and floor console, you could be saying hi to up to $1,200 off. Or maybe you'd prefer the all-new 150 peak horsepower Dodge Neon Sport Coupe. It's an Automobile Magazine 95 All-Star. And when you pick things like an automatic transmission, AM/FM cassette, air conditioning, and front and rear floor mats, you could be looking at up to $1,200 off. So hurry into the Dodge Preferred Option Sale, where the more you want, the more you save. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you. $400 to $600 cash savings on select models to put toward your down payment, plus $375 to $600 in package values, based on values of package items versus package list prices. Always wear your seatbelt.
If you or someone you care for is suffering from drug or alcohol abuse, call Narconon. Narconon has a concerned and caring staff ready to help. For more information, call 1-800-593-3904. And if you need information on buying a new home, attend the Home Buyers Workshop, sponsored by Consumer Credit Counseling Service, March 17th and 18th. If you'd like more information, call 576-0909.
Between periods number 1 and 2, scoreless here in case you've just joined us. Last night the Tigers won by a score of 11-3. Before we go to our Tiger profile, we want to update you on some other scores around the WCHA. Michigan Tech, after 1 period, has a 1-0 lead on Denver. The Pioneers lead that series 1-0. The Huskies have to win tonight or their season is over. Up at Wisconsin, the Badgers in the Dane County Coliseum leading Northern Michigan 4-3 in the second period, and the Badgers have to win or their season is over. And of course, they'd force a third game on Sunday. Minnesota leading Duluth 3-1 at the Mariucci Arena. A win tonight by the Gophers, and the Bulldogs season is over, and Minnesota under head coach Doug Woog is in the Final 5 and would be the first team to enter the Final 5 at St. Paul. North Dakota leading St. Cloud again tonight by a score of 3-1. That's after 2 periods of play, so St. Cloud's season may well be over, and North Dakota will be the first team on the road this year to win in an opponent's building and taking away the home ice advantage. But one player who's very excited about being in a home ice situation in the playoffs is Jason Goodmanson, a freshman from Marburg, Manitoba. Jason is in his first year at Colorado College, and he had to sit out the DU series last weekend. He had the flu, and it was a bad case. It lasted all week long, and he had no strength to compete against the Pioneers last weekend. So as we launch into our Tiger profile during the first intermission, I asked Jason Goodmanson how he's feeling.
Yeah, probably. I was pretty weak last weekend, but I'm feeling a lot better now, and I think I'll be good enough to go this weekend, and hopefully good enough to make an impact, too.
First-year player in this league, excited about the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole new season now. Everything that we've accomplished till this point really is out the window, and our goal is to win our last game of the season and start playoffs this weekend, start with Anchorage, and sweep them will be a start for us.
Have the veteran players, I know when we talked earlier in the start of the year that they were important to you, learning the speed of the game, learning the access to certain fundamentals of the game. Are they more important to you even now as you go into the second season in terms of how you step it up another level?
Yeah, I think so. They're behind us. All the freshmen are going to be a little nervous. This is their first playoffs, and I think, you know, we got a lot of good leadership from our captains, and they're going to get us pumped up for the games, and they're going to keep our level up, and they're just going to give us confidence and keep us on the right track.
You mentioned to me last week that watching the Denver CC series was probably more painful than being sick itself. Does that heighten your anxiety to get into it this weekend?
Yeah, it was too bad that I had to miss a series like that. I mean, we had some of our best crowds of the year, and it's just that rivalry. It's not the kind of weekend I wanted to sit out, but maybe due to that, I'll take it out on Anchorage this weekend and hopefully have a good weekend against them.
You stepped right on to the next question. You at least have had a chance to play Anchorage in all 4 games. Is there anything in the matchups, and I hear so often that it's matchups and philosophies that sometimes can ignite or deny somebody's greatest traits? Is there something about the Anchorage alignment that gives you a chance to fly a little more?
Well, I think so. If there is a weakness in their team, it would be their defense. They're big and they're slow. So, I mean, that's to my advantage. I'll use my speed, hopefully. And with playing at home, I think, is a little more of an advantage, too. So hopefully I'll be able to use my strengths, and hopefully it'll work out.
I imagine this is a great test for a forward, maybe even more so than a defenseman or a goaltender, in that the scoring opportunities aren't as frequent as during the regular season, and making the judgment whether to take that shot or create a play out of it is a split-second decision.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the every team's defense and goaltending is tightening up just that extra bit in the playoffs. So when you do get a chance, you got to make good on it. You got to bear down. So, I mean, if you get into that position where you can shoot, you got to shoot, and hopefully it'll go in.
You told me earlier in the year that this team has played like it's been on a mission, that you have felt, even when you came here and agreed to a letter of intent, that this was a club that was headed somewhere. Do you see it even more so today as you prepare for the playoffs than perhaps you saw when you first arrived here?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've attained a big goal of winning the WCHA championship, and for a lot of teams that would be their main goal. But I mean, the guys just aren't content with that. You know, we're not even looking at that. We're looking to that next level. We want to win the NCAA tournament. We want to win the WCHA playoff tournament, and we're not going to be satisfied unless we accomplish both those goals.
And that's Jason Goodmanson, the freshman from Marburg, Manitoba. And Jason is a candidate for the all-rookie team, which will be announced, as is the all-WCHA team. The most valuable player, the top defensive player, next week in St. Paul, after the balloting has been compiled. All the ballots were due last week, so we'll know. And, of course, if the Tigers go to St. Paul, we'll go with them, and we'll let you know how the Tigers did and all the postseason honors. Well, that's our Tiger profile for the first intermission. The officials are coming back out on the ice. I had to check to see what the booing is for. Normally they don't boo the visiting team here. Sometimes they will boo the officials, but quite honestly, they've been on top of this. There have been a couple of calls that maybe one way or the other, but I think that for the most part, the officials have been right with this one. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be time for the second period. Will Lee Schill be the man of the hour here tonight, or will Judd Lambert hold him up, and will the Tigers get on track? So far, they haven't. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
This is the city, Colorado Springs. A growing community nestled on the front range of the Rocky Mountains. My name is Friday. It was a Monday morning, a cool, clear day. We received a call to help a person whose cat was stuck in a tree. We arrived at the scene, but our view of the cat and tree was obscured by this beautiful privacy fence. Sign on the fence said, built by Academy Fence. Academy Fence. I've seen this Academy Fence sign all over the city. They build the best fences in the city. All sorts of fences. Privacy, chain link, vinyl, decorative, and more. And that's just the facts. Oh, at 10:30 a.m., that cat jumped out of the tree and crawled over the fence to its owner. Case closed.
Academy Fence will build you a fence that will last for years, one that will stand up to Colorado's ever-changing weather. Academy Fence. Stop by their showroom at 4221 Sinton Road. Academy Fence, there in the white pages.
Personalized banking. That's what you'll find at State Bank and Trust. Banking relationships that last and grow make State Bank and Trust your one-stop full-service bank. Locally owned and operated, State Bank and Trust offers a full array of banking services, including ATM access, a drive-through location, safe deposit boxes, lines of credit, and more. Call State Bank and Trust today, 577-9100, and see how they can help you. State Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The Community Services Department and the Teen Action Council will co-host a teen job fair at the Pikes Peak YMCA downtown on March 18th. For more information, call 578-6588. And the Better Business Bureau needs volunteer telephone counselors to assist consumers with questions about local businesses. For more information, call 636-5076.
AM 1240 KRDO, Colorado Springs.
Of course, the live picture of the Cadet Ice Arena, which of course is serving home for this season, next, and maybe possibly halfway into a third season while they await the building of the Colorado Springs World Arena as we get ready for the start of period number 2. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, Game Day, American Telecasting, the Sheraton, Academy Fence, Whitney Electric, Lovett & Associates Realtors, Sports Replay, all a part of the proud sponsorship of Sports Radio AM 1240's Tiger Hockey on television on cable channel 7. Today's game is brought to you by Carlin Dodge, and a proud sponsor also of Tiger Hockey. And now we're ready for period number 2. Tigers will be going right to left across your radio dial. You watching on television, this one is coming out of the south end to the north end. And, of course, the Seawolves will be going north to south here at this multi-purpose facility. Puck at neutral ice. Goodmanson can't control. Meek will send it in. Tigers are back, though, and they're on the power play for another 51 seconds, hoping to get something started here in the second period. Scoreless as we enter period 2. McNeil carries in, wants to dump to Goodmanson, but he's pinned to the boards by Stitt. Goodmanson comes in to help out. So does Remical. Now 3 Tigers battle for it, and Remical slaps it to the point to Ferns, near side to Enga. Enga goes back to the captain. Ferns goes the other way to McNeil. Now down low to Enga. His pass is intercepted. Enga tries to center. Goodmanson wasn't waiting for it. He had his head down and his stick up. And, of course, if you're the other way around, maybe you get a quick touch pass towards the net. Enga created the scoring chance, but Goodmanson wasn't ready. Now the Tigers have to dig it out behind their own net. Far side to Elfring. Near side to Schmidt. Touches it into the zone. And now Schill comes all the way out near side. Takes the risk and wins. Dumps it deep into the Tiger zone with 3 seconds left on the power play. Lambert steers it near side. Geronazzo has it. Tigers let another power play slide by. Top of the zone. Picked up by Schmidt from Raynard. Schmidt moves along the near boards, leaves it at the point. Nobody home. Seawolves try to slap it out. Rude keeps it in. Schmidt looks to dig it out. It comes free at the far corner. Raynard will go all the way across the ice to try and keep it in, but can't, and the Seawolves dump it the length of the ice. First delay of game call in the second period, so we'll take our timeout here. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
On a current affair, you never know what you'll find behind the headlines. A life turned upside down, a moment of passion, a second of madness, the courage to keep going, the guts to fight back. We cover a story to uncover a headline. Human, personal, real. Nothing else feels like a current affair.
Weeknights at 12:05 on KRDO TV 13.
Minutes and 32 seconds, and we still do not have a red lighter. It's scoreless here. Seawolves and Tigers, and now the Anchorage Seawolves dump at the length of the ice. The icing call is waved off. Lambert steers it behind the net near side. Shane tries to push it out of the zone, kept in by Todd Bether, dribbles towards Lambert, and he gloves it with McCann coming in, and also Edwards. And Lambert thought better of creating a rebound, so he just stopped play. Of course, what that does, and that's why you want to crash the nets as much as you can. If the goaltender's got to stop play, you at least force a face-off in the opponent's zone. And that's exactly what McCann and Bether did, or Edwards rather. So a face-off near side. Won by the Tigers. Suizo to Needham, near side. And now it's poked away by Darren Meek, taken away by Shane. Shane brings it to the point. Seawolves keep it in. Drive towards the net, deflected, but Lambert stayed with it. Cleared it to the Zamboni corner. First big save of the second period. He was screened. Needham, right wing to Suizo. Suizo's got an alley, but he doesn't have the puck. Now he drops it for Needham. Needham is in. He shoots. Schill makes the save. Rebound on the doorstep, and Schill covers up. A good scoring chance by the Tigers, and Suizo and Needham really made that one function. Of course, they didn't quite finish off, but good play on the part of the fourth line, which tonight is composed of Suizo, Tanberg, and Shane. Tanberg filling in for Stuart Bodker, who is nursing a hip pointer. Should be ready for St. Paul if St. Paul is ready for the Tigers. And of course that means the Tigers have to win one here tonight. And right now we have no decision. Tigers with the puck off the face-off, up top to Ferns. Wrist shot through the slot. Schill kicks it to the top of the zone. Grabbed by Williams. And as Williams carries it out, we got a whistle. Behind the play, we've got McNeil tangled up with the assistant captain of the Seawolves, Millimak. And now McNeil starts to head to Millimak, and Tim Swider gets in his path. And we start this period, 17:41 remaining, with a coincidental. And neither team will go on the power play because of it. 2 minutes and 19 seconds gone by in this period. McNeil for the Tigers and Millimak for Anchorage. And until we hear officially, because the play was at one end of the ice while the Seawolves had cleared it out, we're going to guess that we got perhaps a high stick or interference followed by a roughing. Something retaliatory. Seawolves win the draw, but they have to go back in their own zone to get it. Now it comes to neutral ice. Grabbed by Needham to Remical. Remical to Goodmanson. They misfire. Grabbed by the Seawolves. Back the other way. In on the right point comes Stitt. Stitt goes to the corner. Needham heads him off. Tries to poke it away. And now Stitt centers it, and it comes off the skate of Ferns, and Lambert steers it near side. Picked up by the captain. His lead pass to Remical. Remical's got an alley. Fakes the shot. Centers. Man open. Goodmanson shoots and misses an open right-hand side of the net. Now he grabs it behind the net. Nice play by Remical up top to Ferns. Cross ice to Needham. One-time drive. Kicked out by Schill. Collides with his own man. Grabbed by Needham far side. Wants to center. Tigers are going to change up, though. And the Seawolves pick it up far corner. Ahead to Stitt. Stitt has it poked away by Elfring, but retains possession. Sends it to Leggett. Leggett carries it in, and now it's grabbed by Rude. Nice job by Stitt to keep Elfring at bay. Now a long lead pass to Enga. Rude leading him in. Enga got his stick on the puck at neutral ice, and they're going to say the Tigers iced the puck. And that one may be one that got away from the officials. Maybe they didn't see the deflection, but Enga definitely touched the puck at neutral ice. However, he may have been across the center red line, and of course therein lies the rub of that two-line pass. 16:41 remains. We've got a minute left on the penalties to Millimak and to McNeil. And a face-off will come in center ice. Draws one by Enga to Elfring to Rude. Now Rude is driven deep into his own zone by the forechecking Seawolves, and now is pushed off the puck, retrieves it, comes near side, getting away from Valliers to Elfring, back to Rude. Rude had 4 assists last night. Played a stellar game. Enga tries to clear it out. Valliers breaks it off. Picked up by Rude, wraps it around one man, retrieves his own pass in the corner, wants the center man open, intercepted by Bethard. Deflected to the near corner, grabbed by Valliers. Hartnell's all over him. Valliers still maintains possession, now has his pocket picked. Enga picks it up after Hartnell does the work, looks inside, circles at the boards, drops it to Hartnell, he leaves it in the face-off circle. Seawolves will get to it, but they don't clear it out. Picked up by Enga. Enga up top to Elfring. Elfring's open, takes the drive, just missed the upper right-hand corner. Goes to the far boards. Kowal tries to get it out. Elfring keeps it in, pushes it into the corner. Valliers goes after it. Long shift for these 4 that are out there now. Tigers want to make a change. Now it's pushed to neutral ice, and maybe the Seawolves are going to be guilty of icing here. And they are. 15:39 left in the second period. We'll take another timeout. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
If you're remodeling, adding on, or just need a light switch replaced, the only name you need to remember is Whitney Electric. Whitney Electric has been handling the electrical need of Colorado Springs for 82 years, assuring you old-fashioned reliability with modern service. So when you need electrical service, anytime, day or night, just give Whitney Electric a call, 473-4212. Let Whitney Electric include you as a satisfied customer. Call 473-4212 for reliable electrical service from Whitney Electric.
Back live at the Cadet Ice Arena, still scoreless here We've now gone through 24 minutes and 21 seconds, and nobody has turned on the red light. Tigers with the 8-goal margin of victory, their largest ever over a playoff foe in the WCHA since they joined. Also tied the largest playoff margin anywhere in the country last night, as Miami beat Ferris State by 8 goals, 10-2. Tigers fire the puck through the slot off the faceoff, keep it in far side, centering pass. Shane is open, gets control, center, Schill breaks it up. Near corner, nice creative work by Shane, using his body to try and make something happen along the near boards. And now the Seawolves clear it out, and this will be another icing call. We'll keep it right here as the Tigers will get a face-off in the Anchorage zone. Getting some scores from around the country. Clarkson winning tonight. Clarkson's been fairly regular in the top 10 over the last 10 weeks of the polls. Tigers, of course, with the final poll coming out this week, will now stay 4th ranked the balance of the year. Only one more poll will come, and that comes from the Troy Record. They usually do a ranking after the first round of the playoffs, so we don't expect much movement for the Tigers unless they really demolish Anchorage here. Delay penalty coming to the Tigers, and now as they touch the puck at the blue line, the call will come, and Millimak gets tangled up with Christopherson, and quickly Troy Norcross steps in front of Millimak to prevent him from retaliating and creating a coincidental out of this. And that's the smart heads-up play you're looking for from your leadership. Norcross, a senior from Calgary, Alberta. And into the penalty box goes Christopherson for CC. 15:09 left in the period, and the Seawolves get the first pure power play of period number 2, and it's their second of the night. We've played 4 minutes and 51 seconds here, and they call roughing on the junior from Burnsville, Minnesota. Remical, McNeil, Steiner, and Ferns will be the penalty kill unit out first for Don Lucia on this second Anchorage power play of the night. Seawolves to neutral ice. Near pass to the point to Stitt. Seawolves are in. Now they're looking to balance off. Tigers trying to shut off the alley to the slot. Stitt backs it off the dasher near side of the point to Kowal. Back down to Stitt. Stitt doesn't control. Now he does. And the Seawolves keep it alive. To Stitt again near side. Boy, he's a great stick handling player and their top scorer. Now he looks inside, drops it into the corner. Centering pass comes off the end iron. Seawolves send it from behind the net right back to Stitt. Now right through the slot, and Lambert nearly got a piece of that. Williams couldn't react to it, but digs it out of the corner, comes the other way to Stitt, and now Ferns bottles up Stitt and clears it to the point. Kept in, though, by Kowal. Wrist shot deflected, and it's going to the far corner. Lambert seeing it all the way. Williams sends it behind the net near side. Stitt into the corner. Ferns will break this one up, but Norcross is holding him at bay. Now he loses an edge. In to help out is Steiner, and Ferns is on top of the puck. And we'll have a stoppage of play with 14:10 left in the period, 1:01 left on the power play, and both teams decide to change up their special units here. No score here at the Cadet Ice Arena. Both teams just off balance, although the Tiger passing has been very good here in the second period. They've had a couple opportunities. Schill has been sharp, and the Seawolf defense, obviously, after allowing 11 goals last night, is coming back fighting tonight. Here's the draw, won by Enga. Puck loose in the circle, and finally it's swatted near side by Paxton. Seawolves keep it in. Goes to the near corner. Now along the near boards to Vallières. Now into the corner again. Brought up top to Vallières. Through the slot, knocked down by Hartnell. Goes far side. Seawolves retreat. Todd Bethard into the Zamboni corner, and now the Seawolves try to bring it to the top. And Tomisto had vacated, so the Seawolves end up clearing it out on themselves. Now 34 left on the power play, and the puck comes right to Bob Needham. He'll drive it right back out. Seawolves misfiring on the passing, and the coaching staff a little distraught. Oh, and the Seawolves centered across the doorstep, and Tim Suizo nearly had a scoring opportunity. Now in comes Stitt, comes to the near corner, pulls up, wants to center. Tigers poke it away. Suizo has it. No look behind the back, tried to clear it out. Seawolves keep it in. Now along the near boards. Oh, the Tigers are going to take another penalty here as Suizo gets his stick up underneath Stitt. And the Tigers dump it into the Seawolf zone as Schill comes off the ice, and a high sticking call on CC. And this is just what the Seawolves ordered. They'll get the man advantage, a two-man advantage for 3 seconds here. Actually, it's Rude and not Suizo that takes the call, and the Tigers go down another man here. But the face-off itself should keep the Tigers from too much danger here. Faceoff will come above the Seawolves blue line. We've played 6 minutes and 48 seconds. We're 13-12 left in period number 2. Glad you're with us tonight on Cable Channel 7 and on Sports Radio. We are going to be with the Tigers throughout the balance of the playoffs on Sports Radio, and if they go to St. Paul, we'll also have all 5 games there on the schedule on television on Cable Channel 7. Far point, puck comes off the Dashers. Now the Tiger captain tries to break it up. It comes to the point. Seawolves come near side. Kowal is open, down low, man open, shot, save, and the rebound goes far side. And backhanded out of the zone by McNeil. We're playing 5-on-4. Tigers get Steiner and Remical off the ice. And on comes Paxton and Enga. Puck comes slowly towards the net, steered to the corner by Lambert. Paxton can't get to it, but Hartnell does and clears it out. Seawolves have to get back on side. Stitt at the point. Boy, he's been on for both of these power plays and has not come off, logging a lot of ice time. Along the near board, Stitt into the corner to Williams, back to Stitt. Stitt, Williams, and Norcross, their top line, got just 1 point between them last night. Didn't even have a goal, or Williams had a goal, and that was the only point. Picked off in the corner by Vallières, behind the back, got a man camped out on the doorstep. Tigers get through quickly to seal it off. Now he has to drift all the way to the far corner. Paxton pokes it away, but Stitt picks it up behind the net. They're playing cat and mouse with Lambert. Now they bring it to the point to Millimak off the far side. Into the circle, centering pass broken up by Paxton. 48 seconds left, another centering pass. Tigers pick this up, and Paxton tries to hit Hartnell for a shorthanded breakaway, but the pass is too hard, and the Seawolves dig it out. They've got time for one more good rush, and if they can balance off, give the Tigers some problems here. Tigers clear it to the blue line, and the Seawolves carry it back in off sides. 11:43 left, second period. We are still scoreless. This is a dandy, and we're glad you're with us. Virtually every seat filled here tonight. Lots of people standing. We don't have the attendance, but we believe we're over the sellout. And we'll see before too much longer what the official count is. Could be the last game on home ice this season if the Tigers win it tonight. Of course, if Anchorage figures out a way to get a win here, then there'll be another one here tomorrow night. Faceoff will come across the Tiger blue line. Remical looks to win the draw, and he does, but the Seawolves pick up the puck, dump it in. Off the end boards, coming near side. Steiner picks it up, clears it out. And Suizo goes after it, and that forces Schill to make a commitment. First he looks near side, now he goes behind the net to Millimak. And up the ice they come, near side. Carried in at the point. Oh, offside, they missed the call. Comes in on Lambert, covers up with 3 Seawolves on the doorstep. I think the Tigers were half anticipating an offside call there. They didn't get it. And the puck just raced in on Lambert, who covered up. Judd doing a good job in the nets tonight. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Eric Rude. And the one-man advantage is down to 10 ticks on the clock. There you see his numbers. 430 saves for Judd Lambert this year. That results in a saves percentage of .887. And his goals allowed 3.30. Faceoff will come near circle. McNeil looks to win the draw. Seawolves come up with it. Got a man in the slot. They drop it back to the circle. McNeil picks it up. That should kill off the penalty. And now Needham has stood up. No call made. Puck comes out of the zone. Penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5. And the Seawolves get a man knocked down in front of the bench and no call. And that brings their coach's wrath out. Right wing pass to Geronazzo. Ahead to McNeil. Jay wasn't expecting it. Seawolves batted out. And now in on the left wing comes Stitt. Paxton rides him off the play. And it's grabbed by Remical. Near side to Paxton. Paxton gets it out. Slapped right back in by Tomisto. And Lambert slows it. Grabbed by Needham. Ahead to Remical. Didn't see the pass coming. And the Tigers at first might have iced the puck. Officials wave it off. Left wing pass. Pushed deep into the Tiger zone. And now an icing call coming. No, the Seawolves get to it in time. Good hustle. Out of the corner. Paxton plays the body. Norcross still has it, though. Between Paxton and Geronazzo, they don't have the puck. Now it comes free, and Geronazzo battles for it along the far boards. In to help out as Schmidt. Got a whistle stoppage of play here. Take another timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. No score here. This is Tiger Hockey.
Hi, I'm Marty Wakeland. I wore the number 1 as a goalie for the Tigers in the 80s. A lot has changed since then, but my love for sports hasn't. My goal today is to be number one in the new and used sporting goods business. Sports Replay has come a long way toward reaching that goal. Our 2,500 square foot expansion in the shops at the Bluffs makes us the number one store of its kind in southern Colorado. And we'd like to make you number one in your sport. We're in the shops at the Bluffs, corner of Awesome Bluffs and Academy. Stay in the game at Sports Replay.
As we come back to action here at the Cadet Ice Arena, the Seawolves have it cleared out of the zone by the Tigers. Comes to the near side. Prevost sends it to neutral ice. Rude back skating for it. Sends it off the far boards to Christopherson. Carried in by Schmidt, looking to get to Geronazzo. Geronazzo fights himself free. Penalty coming to the Seawolves. And then Geronazzo crashes into the goalpost, and that'll stop play. Lambert just now getting over to the bench. Had Geronazzo not run into the goalpost, the Tigers might have gotten the extra attacker on. Got a hooking call, though, and a very obvious one on the Seawolves. And now CC will get the man advantage here. Second time this period. Actually a carryover from the first period, so it's their first pure power play of this period. 9:50 left. We've played 11-10. And to the box is Stacy Prevost, a sophomore from Bonneville, Alberta. He's 5'10", 180-pounder. 5 goals this year, 10 assists for 15 points. Had an assist last night. So Prevost goes to the box for Anchorage, and a hook. Tigers on the power play. Crowd starts to talk it up a bit here, and they've been kind of passive too, and that makes a big difference. Seawolves have the puck and dump it into the Tiger zone, and another time the Tigers will have to start from deep in their own zone. Up comes Eric Rude, coming off a 4-assist performance last night. Right wing to Elfring, to Geronazzo. They don't connect. Puck goes deep into the corner. Beathard digs it out. Schmidt battles for it. Comes free near side. Schill will come out, and he will try to clear it. Rude goes down deep. Rayner tries to play the body in the puck, but it rides the rail out of the zone. Tigers get back onside. Grabbed by Rude, sent into the corner, and Rude goes in pursuit with Geronazzo. Plays the body on Meek. Geronazzo has the puck. Looks to center. Now will backhand it behind himself to get free. Nice move. Near side to Schmidt. Back to Geronazzo. Tigers balance off now. Behind the net to Raynard, the hat trick and 2 assists last night. Up top to Elfring, through the slot. Puck's on the doorstep. Schill scoops it back to the slot, and then it's steered to the near side by Williams. Grabbed by Elfring, now picked up by Schmidt. Down into the corner to Geronazzo, back to Schmidt. Schmidt has it poked away, now still stays in the hunt for it. Geronazzo comes in to help out to Raynard. Up top to Elfring, the drive, knocked down by a diving defenseman. Picked up near side by Rude. Rude to Geronazzo, takes a swat at it. It's poked to the corner by Stitt. Now behind the net to Schmidt, up top to Elfring. Touch pass in the slot. Seawolves intercept and clear it out. Nice work by the Tigers, but equally good job in the slot defensively by the Seawolves. And with 8:24 to play in the second period and 30 seconds left on the power play, the Tigers will try to get one more rush in. Near side to Enga as he carries in at the point. Centers to Goodmanson, broken up, retrieved by Enga, intercepted on his centering pass, and the Seawolves will clear it out again. 15 seconds now left on the man advantage. Ferns tries to get up the ice quickly. Don't want to create a turnover here. McNeil sends it off the skate of one of the Seawolves to Goodmanson. A good bounce for the Tigers. Goodmanson dumps it in. Schill will get to it, tries to clear it out. Enga keeps it in. To the point to Ferns, back to RJ. RJ looks to the slot, man open, he turns it over. Penalty ends, and the Seawolves get back and have a man ahead of the field, but they can't hit him. And into the corner goes the puck, and the Seawolves are guilty of icing. We'll take a break here with 7:43 left. No score. Back in 30 seconds.
The Pueblo Symphony Orchestra will perform its 4th concert of the season in Hogue Hall at USC March 18. Selections will include works by Copeland and Rimsky-Korsakov. For more information, 546-0333. And Dr. Louis Romit will speak at the Sleep Apnea Support Group's monthly meeting March 16th at Penrose Hospital. For more information, call 573-5547.
Puck swatted out of the Tiger zone as we come back to action here. Seawolves try to get it back to neutral ice. Tanberg sends it back in, but the Tigers would be offside. Seawolves clear it right back out. It comes to Tim Suizo. To Paxton, deflected right to Trent Leggett. Now the Seawolves have to wait to get onside, and they come in offside. In fact, along the near boards here, Matt Christian is arguing he got back onside, but John Seidel says no, not quite. Both teams change up here. Sort of a well, not sort of, it is a different atmosphere in here tonight. If someone were to tell you that this was a playoff game, you'd say, uh-huh. It's very passive and quiet in here. The fans all sort of sitting on their hands. A game without ebb and flow. Very good defensive game. Been some good saves, but not some really huge saves. The teams are just not flying tonight. And credit that to the defensive work of these two coaches. But you got to wonder if before too much longer these teams are going to pull themselves into a shell, and a silly break could turn the tide of this one. Behind the net, Elfring up ahead to Christopherson. Sends it slowly through the neutral zone. Seawolves get to it high in their own zone. Bounce it off the near glass. Grabbed by Elfring. Sends it right back in. Comes to the far point. Anchorage lead pass ahead for Prevost, who was ahead of the field. Broken up by Rude. Dug out far corner of the Anchorage zone by the Seawolves. Far side. And they try to get out. Stolen by Geronazzo. Then he has his pocket pick. Seawolves send it up along the near side to Misto. Lead pass comes off the stick of Prevost deep into the near side corner. Seawolves want to make a change. Elfring has it. Sends it into the Zamboni corner to Rude. Rude may have to come back behind the net, and he does. The forechecking is very good by Anchorage right now. Lead pass out of the zone to Schmidt. Has his pocket pick. Turnaround shot from the point. Not much on it. Tigers will pick it up. Christopherson ahead to Geronazzo. Lead pass to Rude. Rude catches up with it. Comes in at the left point. Pulls up. Wants to center. Now dishes near side to Schmidt. Too hard. Goes to the corner. Hartnell behind the net. Can't get onto it. And it's picked up in the far corner by the Seawolves. They bring it up along the far boards. Tigers get there to keep it in. Now it drifts to neutral ice. Steiner sends it back in. Tigers are offside. 6:03 left in the second period. We are still scoreless. We've now played almost 34 minutes without a goal here tonight. Of course, Vince Greco sitting back at our TV 13 studios getting ready for the 10 o'clock news, the News 13 10 o'clock report with all the highlights from high school basketball, college basketball. Final announcements expected soon on the NCAA basketball tournament. And of course, highlights and sound reaction from the Tigers and coaching staff after this one tonight. And of course, we'll be back to the Don Lucia Coaches Show Tuesday night as you get a good look at Judd Lambert taking a breather at the south end. Judd made 9 saves in the first period. His counterpart, Lee Schill, made 13. And now we go back to action. Todd Bethard, about the midway point of his own zone, puts it to neutral ice. Tigers break it up. Norcross now to the far side. Pushed by Meek into the penalty box, and a stoppage of play. And we got Ryan Raynard in a shoving match with one of the Seawolves, Todd Bethard. And let's see if they make a call on this. Apparently not. No harm, no foul. Tigers had 4 penalties for 8 minutes in the first period and have 3 more for 6 here in the second. Seawolves have 2 for 4 in this period, had 5 for 10 in the first, so we're even on penalties. And both teams are 0 for the night on the power play. Bethard, far side, bounced off the dashers, comes right to Raynard. Big collision along the far boards. Tigers can't take advantage of it. Seawolves get out, and they're back 2-on-1. First 2-on-1 break of the night. Here's the shot. Hit the upright and the crossbar, and comes to the near side. Lambert was beaten, but the post makes the save. High in the zone now the other way. Here's Raynard, centers, intercepted. Tigers battle to keep it in. Hartnell's pulled down. Penalty coming to the Seawolves. And out of the zone they come, and they get a hooking call. What a turnaround here, and maybe the play that will make the difference here in the second period. The Seawolves get a clear 2-on-1, get the shot to beat Lambert. He can't make the save. The crossbar and the post do it for him. Going back the other way, Hartnell is hooked, pulled down, and Valliers goes to the box for the hooking call. And the Tigers get another power play chance here. And let's see if they can capitalize this time around. 5:14 left. We have played 14:46. And both teams slow getting their special teams out onto the ice here, and now we'll be ready to go before too much longer. Back behind the net, Craig Anderson having a chat with one of the Seawolves assistant captains. Crowd starts to talk it up. This is the most noise we've had in here since the introductions of the starting lineups. Well, let's see what Remical, Goodmanson, Enga, McNeil, and Ferns can do. Puck comes near side as the power play team is out on the ice. This time they keep it in the zone. Remical up top to Ferns. Ferns winds up. Now waits for his teammate to balance off. Goes far side to McNeil. Up top to Ferns. Down low to Remical. Playing the tic-tac-toe. Centering pass. Schill covers up. Sends it behind the net. Seawolves want to clear, and they do. Lambert comes out of the net. Slows it in the corner. Picked up there by Ferns. Tigers given some room to come up this time, which is new. Anchorage has been trying to seal them in. Enga comes in at the left point. Sends it through the corner. Comes behind the net. Schill leaves it. Seawolves try to clear. Tigers have it bottled up behind the net. Now it comes towards the corner. Now grabbed by Goodmanson. Far side to McNeil. Up top to Ferns. The captain laterally along the blue line. Back to McNeil. Down low to Remical. It goes through the slot to the corner. Grabbed by Enga. Sent behind the net by Remical. Grabbed by McNeil. Up top to Ferns. Tigers moving the puck. Here's the wrist shot. Deflected by the stick of Schill from the right hand to the near corner. Seawolves grab it, send it, intercepted by Goodmanson, shoots, he scores! Jason Goodmanson! Jason Goodmanson blasted it from inside the left circle down low, got inside the right post and the left knee pad of Lee Schill, a power play goal for the Tigers, and CC's on top 1-0 with 4:07 to play in the second period. And the freshman comes up with the big goal to get the Tigers untracked. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to and watching Tiger Hockey.
Personalized banking. That's what you'll find at State Bank and Trust. Banking relationships that last and grow make State Bank and Trust your one-stop full-service bank. Locally owned and operated, State Bank and Trust offers a full array of banking services, including ATM access, a drive-through location, safe deposit boxes, lines of credit, and more. Call State Bank and Trust today, 577-9100, and see how they can help you. State Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And it's an unassisted power play goal for the Tiger freshman from Arborg, Manitoba, and our subject of our first intermission Tiger profile. Battle for the puck at neutral ice now in front of the penalty box. Pops free. Seawolves have it. Poked away. Tigers have a possible lead. Breakaway here to Christopherson. Pulls up, shoots. Schill makes the save. Lost the puck. It's in front of them. Seawolves now cover up as Geronazzo gets into a shoving match. And also Colin Schmidt gets tangled up with Jeff Grabinski, and let's see if some calls come out of this one. Tigers energized by that unassisted power play goal by Jason Goodmanson. Lee Schill takes a breather, gets the mask off. Now we'll see the collision down front as that one caught Schill in the chest, dropped between his knees, and he had to cover up. Tigers finally starting to show some signs of life here. There has been good puck movement, and they've been playing the body, and they're certainly playing defense, but they just haven't been able to crank it up that extra notch to get over the hump. But now they have. And the Tigers have the 1-0 lead with 3:34 to play. While we've got stoppage in play, we've got some scores. Wisconsin now in the final 2 minutes at Madison leads Northern 5-4. Denver has gone ahead of Michigan Tech 2-1. That's in the second. Minnesota leading Duluth with just 40 seconds left, 4-2. North Dakota with 3 minutes left, apparently going to eliminate St. Cloud 4-2. So those are the scores in the WCHA at the moment. Tigers take a shot off the faceoff. Hartnell off balance. Managed to get the shot off. Schill to save. Seawolves are out to neutral ice. Top of the Tiger zone. Needham breaks it up. Got a couple of players colliding. Got some penalties coming. And let's see how they call this one. Raynard got tangled up with Darren Meek at neutral ice. And Hartnell got tangled up with one of the Seawolves high in the Tiger zone. And Hartnell is in the box with 3:21 to go here. And the Seawolves will get the man advantage back. Tigers 1 for 4 on the power play. The Seawolves are 0 for 2 unofficially. But now they've got to kill another Anchorage power play here. 16:39 has expired here as Hartnell makes his third trip to the box. He's got the trifecta tonight. Faceoff will come above the far circle between that and the blue line in the Tiger zone. Seawolves win the draw, get the puck, have it in front of the penalty box, drive it off the near boards. Ricochets right to John Steiner. He winds up and cranks it out of the zone. And the Seawolves will have to go all the way back the other way. Remical bird dogging the Seawolf power play effort. Now steals the puck. Got McNeil open. Gets it to him, and Jay can't quite control. It comes high in the zone now to neutral ice. McNeil takes it away. Hard check by Paxton. Sends Norcross into the boards. And the crowd furious, but they're going to say illegal use of the stick here, or are they going to call a penalty on Paxton? Now we've got an illegal use of the stick. No penalty. And, of course, the Anchorage bench is not reacting to it. Shouldn't. Paxton just delivered the big hit. And that's what usually helps ignite the Tigers. They have the 1-0 lead on Jason Goodmanson's first ever playoff goal for the Colorado College Tigers, and on the year, his 12th. And it was unassisted. So in this playoff scenario, the Tigers have only 1 point on the night. Last night they had 16 players factor into the scoring. Tonight they have but 1. Sometimes on a goal there's as many as 3 players who factor in it, but tonight just the one, Jason Goodmanson, who thought, I'll take this shot. And he beat Lee Schill with it from about 12 feet out. Seawolves back into the Tiger zone on the power play. Steiner breaks it up, poke checks it away, has his stick taken out, and he goes down. No call. Now are they going to make a call? Got a whistle. Let's see what they call here. The crowd and Kent Ferns want a call. Steiner had his stick held up and literally fell off the stick trying to get to the puck. And they just have a stoppage of play with 2:35 left. And again, the Tigers will have a face-off in their own zone. Updated scores. Minnesota now within a few moments of eliminating Duluth. North Dakota's on top of St. Cloud 4-2. Looks like the Huskies season, as the team that was picked at the start of the year to win it, is over. Wisconsin with a 5-4 edge on Northern Michigan. And Denver on top of Tech 2-1. Puck at neutral ice, or rather in the far circle of the Tiger zone. Rude winds up to clear it out, doesn't get anything on it. Holds the man up though. Suizo tries to clear it out. Now it's right back where Rude was. Seawolves tie it up along the boards. Poked free by Suizo. It comes to the point. Now laterally along the blue line, down low. Into Stitt, broken up. Here's a backhander. Lambert makes the stave with the blocker. Comes behind the net. Seawolves still have something working here. Rude knocks one man off the puck. And now Ferns tries to break it up. 38 seconds left on the power play. The Seawolves bring it up top. Kowal comes to the point. Centers. Tigers break that one up. Ferns tries to get to it. Seawolves get there first. Kowal keeps it alive along the near boards. Sends it behind the net. And now the Seawolves will balance off for the final 25 seconds. They loop it back behind the net. Want to center. Rude plays the body into the corner. That'll tie it up. Ferns comes in and clears it out. He bounces it off the shoulder of Kowal. And that may mean that there'll still be a face-off in the Tiger zone because the puck went out of the zone in the Tiger end. Let's see where they bring it. Be just across the blue line with 1:36 left. We'll take a break here. We'll return for the final 15 seconds of the Anchorage power play after this 30-second timeout.
The next time you're told to get to the point, take them to 1545 South 8th Street. The Point Sports Pub and Grill is the place Colorado College Tiger fans go. The Point Sports Pub and Grill has 5 satellite-fed TVs, and if a CC game is on TV, you can be sure that the Point will have it on. The kitchen's open daily from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. The Point Sports Pub and Grill, where everybody's a Tiger fan. The Point Sports Pub and Grill at 1545 South 8th Street. Just look for the CC banners.
Puck in front of the Anchorage bench as we come back to action here. The penalty expires while we're in the break, and the Seawolves take it away near side at neutral ice. 4-man scrum here at neutral ice as the puck comes free. David Paxton picks it up, dumps it far side to Needham. Needham dives to send it in. Schill will slow it, backhands it around the inboards, far side. Millimak to neutral ice, right to John Steiner, bounces it off the dashers. Tigers will be offside if they touch it, and they send it deep into the corner, and the Tigers are offside. So a face-off will emanate at neutral ice with the Tigers on top 1-0 on the strength of Jason Goodmanson's 12th goal of the season. Is this going to be a one-goal game in a game that would determine if the Tigers go to St. Paul for the final 5, or if they have to return here tomorrow night to try and do it all over again? Face-off is won by the Seawolves to neutral ice. Picked up by Schmidt. Sends it through the end zone. Picked up behind the net by the Seawolves in their own end. We're in the final 42 seconds of the first period, and the Seawolves have iced the puck. We'll take our final break of the first period. Back in 30 seconds, 1-0 Tigers. You're listening and watching to Tiger Hockey.
Attention Persian Gulf War veterans, there's a new toll-free helpline just for you. Call 1-800-PGW-VETS for answers to your questions about VA programs and your service in the Persian Gulf. That number once again, 1-800-PGW-VETS for answers to your questions about VA programs and your service in the Persian Gulf.
We're back to action in the final 35 seconds of period number 2. Tigers lead at 1-0, playing even strength. Seawolves clear it out. It comes right to Ferns. Oh, Ferns falls down, but he does a great job of swatting it back into the Anchorage zone to prevent a one-on-none breakaway for the Seawolves. Geronazzo has it, sends it into the slot, right off the shins of Colin Schmidt towards the net, and steered away by Schill. Seawolves get it out with 15 seconds left. Elfring dumps it back into the corner with 11 seconds left. Schill steers it back up the near dashers. Now to the point. Kept in by Elfring. Winds up, fakes the shot to Geronazzo. Backhander off the knee pads of Schill near side with 2 seconds left. Period will end with the puck in the near corner. And a stoppage of play here. Both teams will head to the dressing room for the final period. Will the Tigers emerge as the champions of this playoff series and emerge as the contestant in the final 5 at St. Paul? We have 20 minutes to decide it. Tigers 1, Seawolves nothing. We'll be back in 2 minutes to summarize. You're listening to and watching Tiger Hockey.
This is the city, Colorado Springs. A growing community nestled on the front range of the Rocky Mountains. My name is Friday. It was a Monday morning, a cool, clear day. We received a call to help a person whose cat was stuck in a tree. We arrived at the scene, but our view of the cat and tree was obscured by this beautiful privacy fence. Sign on the fence said, built by Academy Fence. Academy Fence. I've seen this Academy Fence sign all over the city. They build the best fences in the city. All sorts of fences. Privacy, chain link, vinyl, decorative, and more. And that's just the facts. Oh, at 10:30 a.m., that cat jumped out of the tree and crawled over the fence to its owner. Case closed.
Academy Fence will build you a fence that will last for years, one that will stand up to Colorado's ever-changing weather. Academy Fence. Stop by their showroom at 4221 Sinton Road. Academy Fence, there in the white pages.
LensCrafters optician Annette Zeems.
Every face is different, so LensCrafters invented AccuFit, a new system to help you find the frames that fit right. We'll measure the width of your face to find what size frame you need. Then finding the right frames is easy. At LensCrafters, each frame is marked with a size, so we can make sure the style you like best is also the right size for you. We want your glasses to be perfect. That's what we do here.
The AccuFit measuring system, available only at LensCrafters, helping people see better 1 hour at a time.
Head Start is now enrolling children in its free preschool program for the 1995-96 school year. Your child must be 3 or 4 years old by September 15th to qualify. For more information, call 635-1536. And the Women's Center of UCCS will hold a discussion group for women who have experienced life changes, such as divorce, career moves, or the death of a loved one. The meeting will be held April 4th, 593-3197 for more information.
Live at the Cadet Ice Arena, period number 2 has come to a halt, and the Tigers finally solved Lee Schill, and it was sort of a, well, I'll take this shot effort on the part of Jason Goodmanson, the freshman from Arborg, Manitoba. Had the puck in the near circle after Schill had stopped the previous shot. Looked, saw that he didn't have necessarily a pass to anybody, so said, I'll just take this shot. Wound up and beat Schill inside the left knee pad and the right post, and the Tigers have the lead. 1-0. It was a power play goal and an unassisted goal. You heard Jason Goodmanson say that the Tigers would try to wreak havoc here this evening against Anchorage and get on top of them. Well, they haven't exactly wreaked havoc, but they are, the bottom line, on top of the Seawolves by 1 after 1. That goal came 15:53 in, 4:07 left in the second period with the Seawolves down a man on a penalty for hooking. Saves in the period. Lee Schill made 7, stopped 7 out of the 8 shots that came his way. He has a game-high total of 20, while Judd Lambert stopped only 5 shots. That's all he saw. We told you the Tiger defense was doing a great job of protecting Lambert And the sophomore goaltender from Lloydsminster, Alberta, makes the 5 saves, and the Tigers goaltender has a total of 14 on the night. Penalties in the second period. Well, the Tigers wound up with 4 for a total of 8 minutes. The Seawolves had 3 for a total of 6, and that means our penalty count is exactly even. And on the power play, the Tigers are 1 out of 4 unofficially, while the Seawolves are 0 for 3 tonight. And that's been the difference. The big play came when the Seawolves got a 2-on-1 breakaway. Lambert made the save. Actually, the crossbar and the post made the save. Lambert saw the puck but couldn't quite make the initial contact with it and was saved by the post, so to speak. And then in transition the other way, the Tigers' Chad Hartnell draws the penalty that leads to Jason Goodmanson's goal, and that's where we are after 2 periods. 1-0 Colorado College. After our 2-minute timeout, we'll come back, have you meet Eric Rude, who had 4 assists as a defenseman last night. He's a sophomore from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, and probably a future captain of this team. We'll talk with him after this 2-minute timeout.
This is Marty Wakeland, former goaltender for CC. These days I'm tending business at Sports Replay in the shops of the Bluffs. Do you know you can pick up tickets for the next Tiger hockey game at Sports Replay? Do you know you can get new or used sports equipment for a fraction of the retail price? At Sports Replay, we'll fit your size and the size of your budget, no matter what your skill level. Stop by our newly expanded store in the shops of the Bluffs, corner of Awesome Bluffs and Academy. Stay in the game at Sports Replay.
With springtime just around the corner, Keep Colorado Springs Beautiful is urging citizens to spring into action by volunteering for the 1995 Bag-a-thon. More information by calling 577-9111. And the Colorado Springs branch of the Alzheimer's Association will host a family support group meeting at the First Lutheran Church. That meeting on March 14th. 260-7553, the number for more information.
On a current affair, you never know what you'll find behind the headlines. A life turned upside down, a moment of passion, a second of madness, the courage to keep going, the guts to fight back. We cover a story to uncover a headline. Human, personal, real. Nothing else feels like a current affair.
Weeknights at 12:05 on KRDO TV 13.
Ricky Lake.
She knows what's going on.
It's talk for today.
The topics are fun. Things just happen.
It's talk for tomorrow.
It's packed with surprises. You get hooked.
Right.
It's addictive.
It's talk you can use.
It's something that I can relate to.
Whoever you are.
It helps you relate to your kids.
I like watching the show with them.
It's talk for people who are looking for answers.
Ask the questions that I'm thinking.
I want to know why, too. Don't you, audience? Ricky Lake.
It's a very hip show.
Talk for today's generation.
Weekday afternoons at 2 on KRDO TV 13.
Back at the Cadet Ice Arena, the Tigers have outshot the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves 21-14, and that's in terms of shots that are directly on target. Overall, the Tigers have outshot Anchorage 37-20. Seawolves had many, many more shots last night. But you know what that did? It helped the Tigers get into transition and keep the flow of the game. The Seawolves are being more selective tonight and also playing better defense, and that's why this game has slowed down to a tight one-goal affair. And it's going to be up to Judd Lambert to keep it that way and keep the Seawolves out of the net, while Lee Schill will be under pressure not to allow another goal, because with the Tigers out shooting the Seawolves, a 2-goal deficit might be 2 goals too many. Defense is the name of the game, and as we go into our Tiger profile for between periods number 2 and number 3, we sit down and talk with Eric Rude. I talked to Eric earlier in the week about the playoffs, and he thought that the defense would have to be even stronger.
Definitely during the playoffs, you have to pick up the defensive game. You know, a lot of times that's what's going to take you through the playoffs, you know, maybe a hot goalie or something like that. And to have a hot goalie, you have to be playing good defense. So I think, you know, definitely we'll have to come together and get things together for the playoffs.
Are you physically all there? I know a concussion is no laughing matter, and it can sideline you longer than you expected.
Yeah, I had blurred vision there for about a half hour after I got hit. Just kind of got rammed from behind. But it cleared up, and I played Saturday night, and I felt all right. And there was no reoccurrence, so I think I'll be ready to go.
Of course, the obvious question, as you say, the defense has to be picked up. Coming off of an injury, there's always the mental aspect. Can I take the next hit? Can I dish the next hit? Are you ready to hit?
Oh, I think no doubt about it. I got rocked a couple times pretty good on Saturday, and then there's nothing, no repercussions. So, I think I'm ready to go, and I think the rest of the, team we're real healthy right now, as a group. Maybe, a couple guys with a little illness, but I think we're healthy, and that's what's going to need, that's what we're going to have to lead us through the playoffs.
This team has never lost 2 games on the same weekend and hasn't really had a sour taste in its mouth all year long. But I have the sense in talking to some of the players today that after last weekend, there's a bad taste in this team's mouth, and they want to get it out this weekend.
Sometimes, maybe the best thing that could happen to a team like us is to get beat like that before the playoffs, to get that feeling, and know you don't want to end the season with that feeling. So, maybe that was the best thing for us. Maybe we got a little more focus this week, in preparing for the playoffs, and hopefully things will turn out all right.
Have you noticed the seniors picking it up a little bit this week, even in times that you spend away from the ice and away from the classroom, maybe away from meals, just being off by yourselves?
Well, this is their last go around it, for the NCAAs. So, definitely they're gonna want to pick it up, and they're excited, and as we all are. So I think that'll be a big key is how they lead us through the playoffs.
They're sort of carrying the torch as all of you are, but perhaps they feel a greater burden for that senior group last year that didn't get to go to the NCAA tournament. So in that case, are you kind of carrying it for the year down the road after that?
That's kind of a tough question to answer. It's hard to read what other people are thinking, but I think we're all, really looking forward to getting on, and no one wants to, end their season with a loss. Our main goal right now is to end the season with a win. So, I think the seniors will really pick it up, and I think, they're really excited for the last go around, and I think us younger guys are going to want to, have something next year to come back to.
You had a week off just before the trip to Fairbanks. This team took a long time, really, to get back to where it was earlier in the year. Are you fearful of a week off and not getting to St. Paul, that same thing might happen, or do you want to just get business taken care of this weekend?
Our main goal right now is to beat Alaska, and that'll get us to the Final 5. So, we don't want to take any time off. There's no doubt about it. Last year, that was the worst feeling in the world, waiting around to see if we got in the NCAAs. We already know we're in the NCAAs now. So, we have to make sure that we keep playing every weekend to be at our top when we get to that Final 5.
And don't you know he wants to go back home. Inver Grove Heights, a suburb of the Twin Cities area, and he's a sophomore from that part of the country, looking forward to playing at the St. Paul Civic Center, as is Chad Remickle and the rest of the Minnesota kids. Jason Christopherson from nearby Burnsville. They all want to go back home, and the Tigers haven't been there but once in their storied history, and since the WCHA went to that format, they want to go back. The senior class now is the only class that's been there, and they did that when they were freshmen. The last 2 years, they've been denied. They want to get back. Right now, they're 20 minutes away from it, but the lead is only 1 goal. When we come back, those final 20 minutes lay ahead. Back in 2 minutes, this is Tiger Hockey.
In the Pikes Peak region, there are thousands of speech and hearing impaired children. If you are or know someone who has a speech or hearing impaired child, the Briargate Sertoma Clubs and KRDO AM/FM TV invite you to enter the Speech and Hearing Poster Child Contest. Winner will appear in local speech and hearing announcements and be eligible for national competition. Pick up your entry form today at Memorial Hospital, TJ Maxx Center, Lamar Outdoor Advertising, or KRDO Studios. Entry deadline is March 15th.
Before you remodel your kitchen or bathroom, visit the Elger Inside Out House at Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply. From sinks to tubs and faucets, Elger makes it easy to find what you're looking for. Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply at 110 West Vermejo, across from Chrissy Fowler Lumber. Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply, a locally owned company since 1968.
Come on into the Inside Out House, Rampart Plumbing and Heating Supply.
Do you suffer from winter itch?
I have more of a skin itch problem in the wintertime. Not an unbearable itch, but it looks bad.
Marcia Manning of Rockland, Massachusetts gets relief with Gold Bond medicated powder.
I like Gold Bond powder because of the medicated aspect.
Gold Bond's triple action formula stops winter itch with a proven medicated itch fighter, the absorbing action of powder, and the drying action of zinc oxide.
Gold Bond helps to relieve winter itch. Certainly does help to make winter more bearable.
Triple action Gold Bond medicated powder stops winter itch. Use only as directed.
On Thursday, March 16th, the Multiple Sclerosis Society will present a program on Social Security disability. Call 633-4601 for more information. And a public meeting on March 14th at UPass Elementary School Library in Chipeta Park will discuss the development of a multi-use trail from Manitou Springs to Woodland Park. Call 578-8777 for more information.
AM 1240 KRDO, Colorado Springs.
Well, you're looking at the live shot inside the Cadet Ice Arena as we await the start of the third period. Will the Tigers be going to St. Paul next Friday to take on the winner of either North Dakota or Minnesota? As it stands now, that's what they'll be faced with. North Dakota eliminated St. Cloud tonight, winning 5-2. With last night's 3-2 win, the Fighting Sioux are into the Final Five, and they're in as the 5th seed, and they can't go any higher. Minnesota knocked off Duluth 4-3 tonight, 5-4 yesterday, and that means a sweep of 2 games, and the Gophers are in the Final Five, and they are the 4th seed at the moment. That could change, however, if Northern Michigan knocks off Wisconsin, and if Northern Michigan does, then Northern will play North Dakota in that 4-5 seeded game for the rights to play the Tigers. But Wisconsin has beaten Northern 5-4. There'll be another game tomorrow, and the winner goes to St. Paul. Denver leads Michigan Tech 2-1 into the third period, and if Tech doesn't win that one, they'll be out, and Denver will be in. So the Tigers now with 20 minutes left to secure a spot at St. Paul. Of course, they have tomorrow if tonight doesn't work, but they want to finish it tonight, and we're underway in the third period at the Cadet Ice Arena. Seawolves dump it in. We're playing even strength. Ferns has the puck as the Tigers go north to south. Lead pass to Hartnell, and it's swept away by Tomista as he tried to step around him and move into the heart of the Seawolves zone. Seawolves dump it in. Norcross at the point, wants to center. 2 Tigers are all over him right away. Tigers playing the body. Ferns comes up with the puck. Now he's knocked down. Will there be a call? No, it's inconsequential, the officials say. Into the corner, push to the point, intercepted by Raynard. Now the Tigers will get out. Lead pass to Enga. Full head of steam. Dishes on the wing to Hartnell. Back to RJ. Shot. Oh, he couldn't quite put the stick down soon enough. And the puck comes off the near boards, and Tomista goes into the pipes and a stoppage of play. Oh, it's a game of inches, and Hartnell gave a nice return pass to RJ, but he couldn't quite get his stick down to the ice to deflect it past Lee Schill. So we've got a stoppage of play. The pipes have to be reset, so we'll take our first break of period number 3. 1-0 Tigers, back in 30 seconds.
If you or someone you care for is suffering from drug or alcohol abuse, call Narcanon. Narcanon has a concerned and caring staff ready to help. For more information, call 1-800-593-3904. And if you need information on buying a new home, attend the Home Buyers Workshop, sponsored by Consumer Credit Counseling Service, March 17th and 18th. If you'd like more information, call 576-0909.
Back to action. The Tigers dump it in deep after they lose it out of the Anchorage zone. Now the Seawolves cleared a neutral ice, and quickly in comes Remical, but the Tigers are offside. Remical breaking up a lead pass out of the zone, and a stoppage of play. Face-off will come at neutral ice just above the Anchorage blue line. 55 seconds has expired here in the third period. Tigers cling to that 1-0 lead. Jason Goodmanson's first career playoff goal, and it has been a big one. Now both teams finally get the people on the ice they feel will work best here. For the Tigers, that means the McNeil line. And right now, this is Elfring playing up on the wing with Goodmanson. Oh no, Remical has come up to the wing, but on the faceoff they were lined up that way. Puck bounced off the Dashers in front of the Anchorage bench, comes into the Tiger zone, swatted back to neutral ice by Eric Rude to Goodmanson. He's got a full head of steam. He comes in, wants to center to Remical. One-timer just wide of the mark. McNeil has the rebound, looks to center, Now is hemmed in along the near boards. Tigers fight to keep it in. Root tries to push it towards the corner. Now it's dug out. McNeil has it. An alley towards the net. Slides it to Remical. It's behind him. McNeil sends it back off the boards to Remical. Into Goodmanson. Intercepted by the Seawolves. And out they come. They dump it into the far corner. That line had a couple of things working for it and just didn't quite finish off. 18 minutes and 15 seconds left. Third period. Tigers with the 1-0 lead. The trip to St. Paul is at stake. All they need is a victory, and up with the puck is Jason Christopherson. Comes in at the left point, drop pass, back to Christopherson on the return. Centers can't quite hit Geronazzo as he's bottled up in the slot, and the goalposts go off there. Maureen's with a collision on the near side. 17:59 remains here in the third period. And of course our score stays the same at 1-0. Good crowd on hand tonight, but it's been a quiet crowd, mostly because of the play that's been dictated. But quite honestly, this crowd for a playoff game is really not trying to generate any emotion here tonight. And usually most crowds will do that. So the Tigers, with the 1-0 lead, have kind of been playing in a neutral setting. Out of the zone comes Needham. He's got one man to beat, and he gets around him. Looks inside. Now comes around the net to the near side. Alley's cut off. Goes to Paxton. The drive scores! David Paxton! Paxton, his second goal to the playoffs from above the left circle, and Needham kept the play alive by setting up the senior from Thunder Bay. Lee Schill has been dented again. The Tigers push the lead to 2. We'll be back for more in the third period in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
Personalized banking. That's what you'll find at State Bank and Trust. Banking relationships that last and grow make State Bank and Trust your one-stop full-service bank. Locally owned and operated, State Bank and Trust offers a full array of banking services, including ATM access, a drive-through location, safe deposit boxes, lines of credit, and more. Call State Bank and Trust today, 577-9100, and see how they can help you. State Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
We are back at the Cadet Ice Arena. The Tigers have pushed the lead to 2, and now they send it deep into the Anchorage zone, and an icing call comes up on Colorado College. You know, this is very reminiscent of what took place at Michigan Tech, where Needham and Paxton combined for a goal, leading the rush shorthanded. This was not shorthanded. It wasn't even a power play, but those two have combined for goals that have really lifted this team. And right now, they may have lifted them all the way to St. Paul, Minnesota for the Final 5. So stay with us here. There's 17 minutes and 16 seconds of breakneck playoff action remaining as the Tigers try to secure their spot in a place that they were denied a year ago, the WCHA's Final 5. Michigan Tech kept them out, denying them the trip to the Bradley Center in Milwaukee. Tonight, this may be a team, even though it hasn't been on all 8 cylinders, that still won't be denied. Sometimes you get to the finish line any way you can, and tonight Lee Schill has been tough, but Jason Goodmanson and David Paxton have been just a little bit tougher when it was required. Tigers win the draw. Here's Ferns, far side to Raynard, who runs it through the near corner, comes behind the net. Schill sends it to the far side, intercepted by Enga, then he's bottled up. Seawolves get out, and they've got something working. 3-on-2, pushed into the zone, far side, and swatted right back out by John Steiner. Grabbed by Paul Williams. You can sense now the Seawolves trying to pick up the pace here. They need a couple of goals, and they need them in a hurry. Edwards has the pass. He's bottled up. Tigers swatted deep into the zone. Comes up along the near side, grabbed by White, sent to neutral ice, grabbed by the Tigers, and then it's dumped deep into the Tiger zone. Behind the CC net, it's picked up by Lambert, and a stoppage of play. 16:31 left here in the third period of play, and we'll pause for a timeout here. Tigers with a 2-0 lead. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
Hi, Marty Wakeland here. When I played goalie for the Tigers in the 80s, I had dreams of the big save. Today, the dreams and the goals have come together with the new and used sporting goods I sell at Sports Replay. Big savings for my customers. Our newly expanded store in the Shops of the Bluffs has a ski service shop, fitness machines, individual and team sports equipment, you name it. Stop by and talk to one of our equipment specialists. We'll help fit your size and the size of your budget. Stay in the game at Sports Replay.
Back to action. Puck in the neutral zone. In comes Darren Meek along the near boards. Fires a wrist shot wide of the mark into the corner. Dug out by Remical. Sent to neutral ice. And McNeil's coming in at the right point. He's got to hold up, though. Now he steps around one man. Dishes left side to Christopherson. He's in. And now Schill dives out to break it up. Huge play. With a 2-goal deficit staring him in the face. Elfring deflected. It comes off the near side of the post. It goes to the far side boards. And the Seawolves clear it out. Oh, Lee Schill came up huge. It could easily have been 3-0 here, but Schill makes the big stop. You know, Schill is a senior, and you also know that with the score 2-0 and facing perhaps his final game of his career, Schill doesn't want to relinquish this game just yet. And you can see in the demeanor of the Seawolf players the eagerness to try to get something started offensively, while Don Lucia and Scott Owens calmly remain collected on the Tiger bench, figuring a 2-goal lead should be enough the way Lambert is playing. And you get a look at the Seawolves bench. Brush Christensen, arms folded, having a very disappointing year as his club has lost 7 straight, 8 of the last 11. And he's talking to one of the officials, wondering about a call maybe that got away. Now Tim Swider is about ready to drop the puck. 15:46 left, and now Swider tosses Mark Stitt out of the faceoff circle. And in comes Williams to work against Schmidt. Schmidt wins the draw. Geronazzo has it, but it's poke checked away to the near corner by the Seawolves. Norcross now into the corner, now to the near boards, to neutral ice. Oh, and it's one-on-one as the Tigers get out. Whistle got an illegal use of the stick, though. And boy, that would have been something, watching Williams work against Paxton one-on-one, but the whistle prevents that from happening. And is it a penalty? It is a penalty. I thought it might have been just illegal use of the stick, but it is a high sticking call on Trent Leggett, and now the Tigers get the man advantage with 15:36 to go. First power play chance of period number 3, and now they've got a chance to really start to drive the final nail into the coffin of the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. 2-minute penalty, high sticking to Trent Leggett, 5'10", 185-pound senior from Williams Lake, British Columbia. Tigers on the power play, but the Seawolves win the draw on the puck. Beathard sends it deep through the end zone, comes to the near side. Todd's been a quiet player tonight. Was having a great year, had a good night last night despite the score, but we haven't heard much of him tonight. He's the brother of former CC assistant captain Brian Beathard. Tigers send it in deep. Schill sends it up along the far boards. Seawolves will get out, and they're thinking shorthanded. Now Rude gloves the clearing pass at neutral ice. Comes in high, drops it at the point to Raynard. Raynard tries to backhand it through the corner. Behind the net to Schmidt. He centers, intercepted by the Seawolves, and here comes Stitt one-on-one with Rude. Elfring comes the other way, directed by Rude to prevent the break-in on Lambert, and the Tigers do indeed break it up. Rude doing a great job. Now Raynard to the point to Schmidt. Schmidt shovels it through. A one-timer deflected over the crossbar by Raynard off the stick of Rude. Back up top to Elfring. He pulls the trigger. It's knocked down by Stitt, and the Seawolves will clear it out. Tigers really moving the puck around the horn, and oh, now I think Ryan Raynard may have taken a penalty against the Tiger senior, as he tangles up both White and McCann, and Raynard heads to the box, and there goes that power play. So we'll skate 4-on-4, and the Seawolves will get the man advantage for a minute 2 when Leggett's penalty expires. But it is Raynard to the box with 14:34 to go. 2-minute minor. Took that penalty just a minute 2 after Leggett went in. This is a roughing call. 5:36, 5:26 of the third period. Boy, he had a big night last night. Don Lucia said it best. I haven't seen Ryan Raynard play like that since I've been here. He had a career night, let's face it. First career hat trick, 2 assists to go with it. Really ignited the Tigers. 2-0 CC. Skating 4-on-4. Behind the Tiger net, it's Needham. Far side to Ferns. His pass intercepted, but he retrieves. And the Tigers have a possible 3-on-2. Ferns comes in at the right point. Now is held up. Slides it into the slot. Got Needham. Wrist shot wide of the mark. Off the end board. Schill steers it far side. Beathard goes after it. Swats it to the blue line. Glove by Ferns. Kept in. He'll pull the trigger. Schill the save. Rebound missed by McNeil, streaking in from the far boards. Kowal clears to the far boards. Kowal wants to carry through the end zone, and Remical won't let him. To the far boards. Now grabbed by Todd Beathard. Remical and McNeil want off. Seawolves clear. Intercepted by Needham. Pushed in along the near boards. Needham is pulled down, but really he finished that one off with a fine acting job. There'll be no call. Seawolves ice the puck. 13:46 left in the period. 10 seconds left on the penalty to Leggett. And then the Seawolves will get the man advantage for a minute 2. They'll bring it deep into the Tiger zone or into the Seawolves zone for a face-off, far circle. If this lead holds up, and there's every indication the Tiger defense is about to make it stand, then we'll be talking about St. Paul in the Final 5 on the Don Lucia Coaches Show, Tuesday night at 6, live from the Point on South 8th Street. Come out and join us there. If Anchorage rallies here, we'll be back tomorrow night. And now Tim Swader doesn't like the work of R.J. Enga for the Tigers, nor Mark Stitt, so he sends them both out, and in comes Williams and Chad Hartnell. Neither is a natural center, but you got to do what you got to do. Here's the draw. Hartnell wins it, now pursues the puck in the corner. He's held up, can't get to it. Seawolves will come out. Right to left behind the net comes Tomisto, now on the right wing for Stitt. Penalty's over. They're on the power play. Down low. And a goal. And I think the Tigers may have had that ricochet off Eric Rude into the net. The Seawolves get inside and score. And let's see if it goes to Paul Williams. I believe that's who was down low. It was. And I don't know if he got his stick on it or it came in between Lambert's pads off the skates of Eric Rude. We'll watch the replay here and keep it right here. At this moment, you'll see the centering pass comes in. I think that went off the stick of Eric Rude, but it'll be Williams who will get the goal. In any case, it's back to a 1-goal game, and the drama is restored. The Tigers no longer have the shutout. They no longer have the 2-goal lead, and with 13:34 left, the Seawolves get new life. And it's a power play goal, their first of the night. And the Seawolves are in again. Here's a drive, and Lambert makes the save from the stick of White. White retrieves into the slot. Here's a diving Ryan Rayner to break it up. That goal came 6:26 into the period. Stitt gets the assist. Williams has his second goal of the weekend, his 19th of the season. R.J. Enga to Rayner. Wrist shot. Schill the save in the chest, and he covers up with Hartnell on the doorstep. 2-1 game now. 13:03 to play. And like they say, it's never over till it's over. Tigers yield a power play goal. And on that power play goal, Anchorage comes up with more points from its number 1 line in 1 goal than they have had, twice as many as they've had on the weekend. They got 1 point out of their top line last night. But tonight, the big guns come through. Pair of seniors, Williams and Stitt. And another assist to Tomisto, also a senior. And the Seawolves have cut the lead in half and ruined the shutout. 2-1 CC. Puck near corner. Grabbed by Edwards. Tries to slide it out. Root picks it up. Fires, and Schill makes the save. And Eric, when he went to the bench, knew that came in off his stick. He had played the body perfectly, but it just deflected off his stick. And Lambert had no chance. 12:50 to go. Face-off will come. Anchorage zone. Looks like we're headed for a nail-biting finish. Would you want it any other way? Don Lucia probably would say no. But he may get one anyway. And now Schmidt and Radicalio go out of the face-off circle. Swider really being difficult on the face-off. Crowd asks him to drop the puck. So now Christopherson will step in. 12:50 to go. And Christopherson kicks it free from Prevost. Beathard out of the zone to neutral ice. Kowal can't control as Rude breaks it up. Eric's had a wonderful night other than the puck coming in off his stick. Now the Seawolves fire from neutral ice. Lambert slows it. Elfring has it. Nearly turns it over. Rude swats it near side to Geronazzo. Seawolves try to keep it in. Pop it over the glass and into the crowd. So a stoppage of play with 12:30 left here on Sports Radio and Cable Channel 7. Don't forget to get in on the season ticket deal for next year. Tigers are looking for a three-peat. No team in the WCHA has ever done that. And while you're enjoying the successes of the back-to-backs and the repeat, you can order tickets now for the three-peat. And if you do, 10% off until April the 22nd, a free Tiger VIP cap with each season ticket purchased. And the cost is $105 for the year. What a bargain. And you save 10% if you order before April 22nd. Seawolves have it at their own blue line. Clear to neutral ice. Needham back skates with it. Now turns the near side. Off the dashers to Remical. Can't control. Leggett has it near side. Pushes it off the near boards to neutral ice. It comes right to Needham. Oh, his touch pass is intercepted, and the touch pass is returned to Needham off the near side boards. Bob will come out of the zone, and the sophomore from Quesnel comes in, is hammered off the puck. Goodmanson picks it up, drop pass to McNeil, shoots it towards the net, deflected in traffic by Tomisto near side. Seawolves Prevost picks it up, dumps it deep near side. Lambert will slow it, 11:47 left. The clock is not the enemy it once was for the Seawolves as they've closed to within one. Long pass out of the zone. Misfires on Enga, comes right to Beathard, sends it back in. Behind the net, Paxton. He's got one of the Tigers' 2 goals. Right now, it's the game winner if it stands. Goodmanson had the first one. Oh, the Tigers turn it over in neutral ice. Williams to Stitt. Here they come again, into the slot, and it's poked away off the stick of Williams at the last moment to the near side, and out of the zone, and picked up by Enga. He's one-on-one with White, backhander. Shill the easy save on the soft shot to the far corner. Beathard swipes it out of the zone, length of the ice. This will be an icing call on the Anchorage Seawolves, and we'll take a break here as both teams change up. 2-1 nail-biter. Keep the seat belts fastened. We'll be right back. This is Tiger Hockey.
The Community Services Department and the Teen Action Council will co-host a teen job fair at the Pikes Peak YMCA downtown on March 18th. For more information, call 578-6588. And the Better Business Bureau needs volunteer telephone counselors to assist consumers with questions about local businesses. For more information, call 636-5076.
Back, and the puck is in neutral ice. 10:51 to go, nearing the midway point of the third period. Tigers nursing the 1-goal lead. Sent to neutral ice, grabbed by T.J. Tanberg. He tries to loop towards the net as it pushed off his stick, holds his balance, gets it to Shane. Behind the net, Sweezel will have to go the long way to the far corner. The Seawolves get there first and push it out of the zone. Tanberg swats it off the boards, got a whistle, and a stoppage of play for advancing the puck with the hand. Well, we have 2 teams in the final 5 already. Minnesota sweeps Duluth. Now with a 2-0 win, goes to the 4th seeded spot at the WCHA tournament. They're hoping for a miracle in Madison that Northern can turn it over again tomorrow. Wisconsin got even with Northern, winning 5-4 tonight. If the Badgers win, then the Gophers are going to have to play on Thursday night against North Dakota, which ended St. Cloud's season with a 5-2 win at the National Hockey Center tonight, sweeping St. Cloud at home. We're back to action here. Puck at the point. Schmidt sends it back into the corner of the Anchorage zone. Grabbed by Christopherson. Center. Geronazzo is bottled up. Can't get the shot off. Now to the point. Poked up at the blue line. Pushed out of the zone. They are not going to call advancing the puck with the hand there. Lead pass to Christopherson. Flips it into the near corner. Elfring got the puck up the ice quickly. And now the Seawolves clear it out again. It rides the rail into the near corner, and another icing call on the Seawolves. We will keep it right here again as we want to talk a little bit about the way these playoffs will work. Tigers, if they win tonight or tomorrow, will play Friday night, 7:05 Central Standard Time. That's 6:05 our time. We'll be on the air at 5:45. They will play the winner of the Minnesota-North Dakota game. That could change if Michigan Tech or Wisconsin end up going out of the tournament. Here's a drive by Needham off the face-off. Puck loose in the slot. Now the Seawolves swat it to the far side. We'll finish up on those playoff pairings a little later on. Poked away at the Tiger blue line by Needham. That prevents the rush. Boy, Needham's played well tonight. Now it's along the near boards. Got a whistle and a stoppage of play with a Seawolf down on top of the puck and apparently a bit shaken up. Well, it's Prevost and he's getting up slowly, but he appears to be fine. Tech is losing to Denver 2-1. If that stands, then the Pioneers with the number 3 seed will be in the afternoon game against Wisconsin if Wisconsin wins tomorrow against Northern Michigan. And that, of course, would force Minnesota, which has defeated Duluth, to face North Dakota on Thursday night. So everything is up in the air depending upon what happens at Denver and at Madison. One thing we can tell you that's been determined, we're going to be there on the radio for all 5 games as long as the Tigers are there, and we're going to be there with the Midwest Sports Channel for all 5 playoff games if the Tigers get there. Tigers misfire on a long pass to McNeil in the Anchorage zone. Schill backs it up. Now as the Seawolves try to clear it out, and I think Tim Swider may have missed this one. Jason Goodmanson kept the puck at the blue line, but they say he had the Tigers offside. I don't know if we're going to get a replay on this one or not, but I think it might show it pretty clearly. Faceoff will come across the Anchorage blue line. Goodmanson with the first goal of the night. First-year player from Arborg, Manitoba, possibly headed for the All-WCHA rookie team. We know Calvin Elfring should be there. He's played in all 40 games for the Tigers this year. How's that for yeoman's work for a freshman? Anga picks it up at neutral ice off the faceoff, sends it through the corner. Schill slows it behind the net. Trent Leggett will pick it up near side of Temisto. Petrie comes out of the zone. Right wing pass comes off the dashers. Sent into the Tiger zone. Burns will get it near side. 9:05 left. Tigers with a 1-goal lead. Williams picks it up. Wants to center but loses control. Now sends it back behind the net. And John Steiner holds up one player, and then as he knocks him off his feet, pulls the pipes off their moorings. So they will have to be reset. Tempo has slackened some since the Tigers took a 2-0 lead, and then the Anchorage power play goal. And we're noticing the Seawolves getting up much more slowly as every minute goes on. This sea level club having to play at altitude and well above the mile-high mark. We're close to 7,000 feet here. Puck swatted into the near corner. Now behind the net, centered, man open, they fan on the shot. Now a one-timer from the blue line. Oh, that one dribbles just by the post. Tigers really need to clear it out. Comes off the end iron. Seawolves still have it in the near corner, and they're working hard for this one. Comes free behind the net. Prevost held up by Schmidt. That allows Elfring to get there. He'll slide it to Rude. Tigers still can't get out of the end zone now. Rude finds an avenue and sends it to neutral ice. Picked up by White, sent back in. Gloved by Rude near side, 8:26 to play. Clock on the move. Grab by Schmidt, steps around one man. Now he's working one-on-one, fires, scores! Colin Schmidt! Schmidt stepped around one man at the blue line, blasted one of his patented rockets from just below the blue line, and it caromed off the right post into the back of the net, beating Lee Schill. The lead is back to 2, and the Tigers are on top 3-1. 8:19 to play. Can we relax? I don't think so, but the Tigers are on top by 2, and we'll take the break here. This is Tiger Hockey.
On A Current Affair, you never know what you'll find behind the headlines. A life turned upside down, a moment of passion, a second of madness, the courage to keep going, the guts to fight back. We cover a story to uncover a headline. Human, personal, real. Nothing else feels like A Current Affair.
Weeknights at 12:05 on KRDO TV 13.
We are back here at the Cadet Ice Arena. Here's a drive from the right point by the Seawolves. It's wide of the mark, over the crossbar, and a stoppage of play. Well, Eric Rude, who had a puck deflect off his stick into the netting to give the Seawolves one back after the Tigers had built a 2-0 lead, gets the Tigers out of the zone, hitting Peter Geronazzo, then to Colin Schmidt. Colin stepped around one of the Anchorage defensemen. got just inside the blue line, saw he had an open side of the net, and just let loose, ripped it past Lee Schill to the glove side, low and off the post and into the net, and the Tigers lead 3-1. And I understand, as we take a closer look here at one of the WCHA officials being challenged by Brush Christensen, that the Doherty girls are on top in the 5A championship playoff game and may have an extra state championship. So our hats off to Carl Krug's Doherty women. Right here, 7:56 left, and the Tigers are trying to annex a trip to St. Paul. And they're 7 minutes and 54 seconds away and on a 2-goal lead, and that one might have been the backbreaker, though we haven't seen this Anchorage team quit even when they were beaten 11-3 last night. Out of the zone, McNeil to Remical. Puck is beyond Chad, though, and Schill steers it back to neutral ice. Steiner plays the body. That holds up the Alaska rush, so Ferns gets it. Now his pass is deflected by Radicalio, and again Steiner plays the body and does the splits to hold Radicalio up in the corner. Goodmanson comes up with it. Turns 360, goes to the corner, and again Steiner plays the body, and it's picked up by Jay McNeil. Near side to Ferns. Boy, what a wrestling match Steiner conducted with Radicalio. Tigers dump it deep, make a change. Anchorage completes a change. In come the Seawolves. Broken up by Rude. Picks it up, slides it into the near corner. 7:05 left. That's all that separates the Tigers from the final 5, and the first step towards one of the top 2 seedings in the NCAA tournament. Tigers send it through the corner, behind the net, stopped by Schill. Grabbed by White, far side. Long lead pass out of the zone. Slowed by Elfring, and now he retrieves it. Tigers trying to protect that 2-goal lead. Elfring sends it into the near corner. Seawolves feverishly trying to get one back so that they can set up the pulling of their goaltender. Tigers try to center, intercepted by Kowal. Near side to Edwards. Edwards out of the zone, working one-on-one with Root, and Root breaks it up again. And as the sophomore defenseman from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota, breaks it up, he causes the Seawolves to come in offside. Now the crowd here being informed of the Wisconsin win over Northern Michigan. And of course, they're now being informed of North Dakota's knocking off of St. Cloud and Minnesota's elimination of Duluth. Got coincidental penalties that come out of that last rush up the ice. And Denver continues to lead Michigan Tech. 6:26 left here. 13:34 into the last period. Raynard for the Tigers. And McCann for the Seawolves. Coincidentals. We'll play 4-on-4. Tigers like this scenario. Their quickness should really be a factor here. Seawolves, though, try to get their quickest people out, too. Geronazzo clears to neutral ice. Back skating through the center ice face-off circle is Todd Bethard. Gets around Paxton, but the Seawolves are still in deep from the previous rush and are offsides. 3-1 Tigers. The goals have come from Jason Goodmanson, David Paxton, and Colin Schmidt. Schmidt had his scoring streak snapped at 13 games last Saturday night at Denver, but he's got a two-goal scoring streak in place in the playoffs. And he was ready for these playoffs. He remembers the feeling this team had a year ago when Michigan Tech knocked them out in 3 games and kept them from the Bradley Center in Milwaukee and ultimately the NCAA playoffs. The league championship took care of the NCAAs, but the Tigers want to take care of St. Paul. And right now they're 5:57 away from doing just that. Meek carries into the far side, hipped off the puck by Remical, pushed to neutral ice, intercepted by Tomisto. Petrie comes the other way, gets around McNeil, dishes to the left point. Prevost pulls up, now centers, drive, knocked down by Remical. Kept in at the point. Tomisto sends it through, wide. Far side boards, kept in the corner by Anchorage. Slowed by Lambert behind the net. Grabbed by Paxton. He's got a goal tonight, had one last night. Right wing to Needham. Lead pass to Hartnell. Hartnell couldn't control. He had an alley on Bethard towards Schill. One more would do it. That would be the key to the city of St. Paul. And now Angus steals behind the net. And he has Hartnell out front, but he can't control. Tomisto breaks it up. You can see now the intensity picking up. To the point, to Elfring. Fakes the shot. Steps around one man. Now shoots. Schill the save. Rebound to Hartnell. back to the far side boards and into the Zamboni corner. Stitt holds up Hartnell. A pair of players collide. Enga takes it, tries to center. Intercepted, now sent to the point, fired by Elfring. Schill glove, steers near side, grabbed by Enga, up top to Rude. Rude's got an alley, now he comes along the boards, now he moves in, he shoots, he scores! Eric Rude! The goal that came off his stick that was credited to Paul Williams has had him playing with a passion here in the third period. And Rude just walked in on Schill and beat him with 4:45 to go. And let's watch him move in on the senior goaltender. Dekes him one way, then slides it with the backhander just inside the left pads and the right pads and the left post. And Eric Rude with the goal. And the Tigers, I think we can say, are headed to St. Paul in the final 5. 4-1. Colorado College, 4:45 left. And Rude with a huge goal. R.J. Enga and Calvin Elfring with the assists. And they've just about locked up their trip to St. Paul and put away the frustration of a year ago. Goal number 6 of the season could not have come at a better time. And the Tigers now clear it to neutral ice and the length of the ice, and will be guilty of icing. We'll take our last break of the third period here. The Tigers with a 4-1 lead. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Hockey.
The Pueblo Symphony Orchestra will perform its 4th concert of the season in Hogue Hall at USC March 18th. Selections will include works by Copeland and Rimsky-Korsakov. For more information, 546-0333. And Dr. Louis Romet will speak at the Sleep Apnea Support Group's monthly meeting March 16th at Penrose Hospital. For more information, call 573-5547.
The teams come to center ice for the face-off here as the Colorado College Tigers now with a 4-1 lead. And with 4:20 to play, time is of the essence for the Seawolves, and the Tigers can now taste that trip next week to St. Paul, Minnesota. Oh, the Seawolves intercept, man open in the slot. Backhander by Koal, wide of the mark. Tigers dodge a bullet there. Now they get out of the zone, and it's 3-on-2. Schmidt on the right wing. Drop pass for Geronazzo, back to Schmidt. Sets himself up, shoots. It's across the doorstep far side. Geronazzo bounces it off the far dashers. Seawolves pick it up to Koal. Tries to get it out of the zone. Pushed ahead by Grabinski. Grabbed by Christopherson to Geronazzo. Sends it back in. 3:45 left. The Tigers are headed to the WCHA's Final 5 after an absence of 3 seasons. Near side, it's sent in by Eric Rude. Into the corner, Beathard battles with Goodmanson for it. Goodmanson pushes him off the puck and then is cross-checked, but they don't make the call. Into the corner, grabbed by Remical, sends it towards the net, steered away. He retreats and picks it up. Now to Goodmanson, backhander on Schill, makes the save, puck loose, Remical the rebound. Now taken away by the Seawolves. And out of the zone comes Matt Christian to neutral ice, taken away by Elfring. Bounces it off the near side boards, looking for Remical. Seawolves pick it up, carry it along the near boards. They have it in the Tiger zone. Now it's poked back out. Radicalio sends it back in. Seawolves would be offside. Tigers will gather it in with 3 minutes to go. Drive by Hartnell. Over the crossbar, off the boards to the far side. Sent out of the zone by the Seawolves, and it bounces past John Steiner and deep into Tiger territory. Kent Ferns falls down, gets back up, maintains his poise, gets the puck to Raynard. Raynard swats it ahead, looking for Hartnell. Hartnell lost sight of the puck in the flow of traffic, and the Tigers end up icing it. Well, the number 1 seed is taking care of business on home ice, and for the Colorado College Tigers, a win tonight would make them 15-2-1. Here in games at the Cadet Ice Arena, would take them to 29-10-1 overall as the regular season WCHA champions, worthy of the number 1 seed in the WCHA Final 5 and moving ever closer to a bye in the first round, the regionals of the NCAA, by getting to St. Paul. Tigers win the draw. Ferns near side to Hartnell. Lead pass to Enga. He's sandwiched. Puck comes towards the net. Schill steers it to neutral ice. Grabbed by Ferns. Sends it through the corner. 2.5 left. 2.5 left. Schill swats it through the Zamboni corner to the Anchorage bench. Kept in by Raynard. Dumps it off the glass. Near side. Hartnell. Enga after it. Both held up. Seawolves trying to create something here. Now, Tigers killing some time. Seawolves emerge with the puck. Hard check by Raynard, and I mean, he was smashed into the boards, Edwards was, and Raynard will get an elbowing call. And this will give the Seawolves a man advantage. And now Lee Schill comes over to see if Brush Christensen wants him to come off during the power play in favor of an extra attacker. And so far, no sign. Schill also takes a towel to his face. Raynard goes to the box. The hat trick in goals last night, the hat trick in penalties this evening. And I think Ryan is just kind of feeling his oats. The elbowing call carries a 2-minute minor, and the Seawolves get their second power play chance of this period. Well, the frustration of a full year about to evaporate in the thin air of the Air Force Academy's Cadet Ice Arena. Seawolves carry it in, picked off by Needham, turns it over at the blue line, and Tim Swider says, no, you didn't keep it on sides. So the faceoff will come at neutral ice. We're going to keep it here for just a bit as this one ends, because there obviously will be a celebration. Then we will toss to break, come back, and hopefully have Don Lucia and some of the players to talk with us live here, both on sports radio and on cable channel 7. Crowd starting to sense it. The noise level is picking up. We're in the final 2 minutes. The Tigers with a 3-goal lead, and the Seawolves on the power play. Can the special teams fend off this last Seawolf attempt? Here's a drive from the point by Beathard. Wide, behind the net, to the corner. Back up top to Beathard. He winds up again, shoots, scores. Ooh, look out. The lead has been sliced to 2. Power play goal from Todd Beathard. And it comes with 1:42 left. And we have said it before, it's never over till it's over. The lead is now 2. And the Tigers surrender a second power play goal here. This one goes to Beathard, and the Seawolves continue to work. 18-18 in, and Beathard really a quiet precinct this weekend. Notches his 10th goal of the season. And it's 4-2, and the Seawolves have the puck off the faceoff. Here's Meek. Near side to neutral ice. Elfring sends it back in. Behind the net, slowed by Schill. Pushed to the neutral zone. Tigers break it up. Elfring has it with 1:22 left. Meek takes it away. Now into the final minute 20. Along the near boards. Elfring has it. Now Schmidt picks it up. Sends it behind the net to Rude. Rude off the far boards to Christopherson. It comes off his stick the length of the ice. And an icing call, and the officials were hesitating. I think the Tigers touched that puck at neutral ice, but the officials still give the Seawolves the benefit of the doubt. Prevost and Radicalio assist on that goal, and now Schill, with 1:05 left, comes to the bench with the faceoff coming in the Tiger zone. Extra attacker will come on. Schill goes off. And let's see if the Tigers can kill this off. An empty netter would finish it off. Crowd knows it. 1:05 left. And now we have the Seawolves taking a timeout. And we'll keep it right here during the timeout. And once again, as Don Lucia starts to look at a play for his penalty kill unit. And you're looking right now inside the Tiger huddle. As Don Lucia wants to set up a play to try and beat the Seawolves out of the zone and into that empty net. Wisconsin must win tomorrow if Denver hangs on to face the Pioneers in the afternoon game on Friday. It'll be preceded, if that holds up, by North Dakota and Minnesota on Thursday night. The interesting thing about that scenario is that the Gophers will have to play 3 games to win the championship, and they may need to win a pair of games to get to the NCAA tournament. It all depends upon the RPI when it finally comes out. And the Gophers have dropped in that a little bit over the last couple of weeks. Denver's above them. The Tigers are above them. and Wisconsin is very close. And if there's only 3 that go from the league, well, the Gophers could be on the short end. Faceoff will come in the far circle of the Colorado College zone. Schill is out of the net. 6 attackers on. Crowd comes to its feet, and we're ready to rock and roll into the final minute 5. At the right point, down low, behind the net, intercepted by Ferns. Ferns bounces it off the boards, and it goes deep into the Anchorage zone. Back to get it is Williams. Williams sends it off the boards near side. It ricochets to the slot. Picked up by Hartnell. Now to Raynard. Empty netter. He missed it. It hit the side of the net. Tigers center. Picked off by the Seawolves. And they come back the other way. Drop pass to the right boards. Centered. Picked off by Raynard. O'Ryan, who had the hat trick last night, missed an empty net. We're in the final 35 seconds. It's along the near board. Steiner tries to fire. It would be his first career goal. Engel will pick it up. 29 seconds left. Comes in. He'll wrap it around. It's over. R.J. Enga, the wraparound in the empty net. 26 seconds left. 3-goal lead. And Salmon starts appearing on the ice for the first time. And of course, you know what that's all about. That's the new tradition in Anchorage. Well, tonight, it's a putback by the Tiger fans as CC has clinched St. Paul. 26 seconds left. R.J. Enga gets the wraparound into the empty net, and the Seawolves, who gave it everything, will not have enough tonight. And the crowd really into this one, enjoying the fact that the Tigers have ended the bitter frustrations of a year ago. 26 seconds left, 19:44 in, and R.J. Enga, fittingly the senior from Colorado Springs, in his last appearance on the sheet of ice where he grew up, nets his 22nd goal of the year. And the Tigers will wrap up this playoff series behind the Anchorage net with 18 seconds left. Schill steers it near side. He's back in. Oh, my, what a year for these Tigers. And it isn't over with yet. We'll let the crowd count it down. A year ago, the Michigan Tech Huskies closed down the Broadmoor World Arena, and a senior class of Tiger players who had won a regular season championship were denied a trip to St. Paul and ultimately a trip to the NCAA tournament. This year, the Colorado College Tigers would not be denied. They were on a mission from the start. They won the regular season championship, and now they've taken Anchorage out of the playoffs in 2 straight, 11-3 and 5-2. It gets no more convincing than that. The Tigers are nationally ranked, and justifiably so. And now they get the trip to St. Paul they missed out on a year ago, and they get that trip to the NCAA tournament that a year ago was only a mirage. We'll be back in 2 minutes to summarize and to hear from the coaches and players after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Marty Wakeland. I wore the number 1 as a goalie for the Tigers in the 80s. A lot has changed since then, but my love for sports hasn't. My goal today is to be number 1 in the new and used sporting goods business. Sports Replay has come a long way toward reaching that goal. Our 2,500 square foot expansion in the shops at the Bluffs makes us the number 1 store of its kind in southern Colorado. And we'd like to make you number 1 in your sport. We're in the shops at the Bluffs, corner of Awesome Bluffs and Academy. Stay in the game at Sports Replay.
The perfect sofa, a dreamy bed. Home is what you make of it. And for a little while longer, you can make more of it for less at the Home Life Furniture Store from Sears. Because everything's on sale. Diners, living rooms, mattresses. Everything you need to bring your home to life is on sale now. Special purchase and value-priced items, though not reduced, are also outstanding values. Save on all furniture, but only through Sunday, at the Home Life Furniture Store from Sears and some Sears stores. Contact store for availability. Hi,
Hi, I'm Kim Alexis for Hemorrhoid, the new hemorrhoid medicine made just for women. Hemorrhoids are a special problem for women. I've had 3 babies, so I know. But Hemorrhoid's special aloe-enriched formula is kind to a woman's delicate tissues, yet it's wonderfully effective. Nothing else you can buy stops pain and itch fast and helps shrink swollen tissues and promotes the healing process. No wonder most doctors surveyed would recommend Hemorrhoid's special formula. New Hemorrhoid with the formula made just for women and trusted by doctors. Use as directed.
You pick up a payphone, you dial a number, and you anxiously wait to hear the sound of a familiar voice. And instead, you get... Oh, that is major annoying because you know it's just another no-name phone company messing with your call. Want to make sure your card call always goes through? Know the code. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
For card calls, you'll always get through if you know the code. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Your true voice.
Live at the Cadet Ice Arena, where the Colorado College Tigers have swept the Anchorage Seawolves in 2 straight. It was an 11-3 game last night, and a victory here again tonight by a score of 5-2. Seawolves gave the Tigers a scare in the 3rd period, but they put an empty netter in off the stick of R.J. Ing on a wraparound goal, and we hope to be talking to some of these players down on the ice below us here in just a moment. We're getting set up to bring them over to talk with us. But at the moment, we're just going to summarize here and let you know what took place. Tigers had a 1-0 lead after 2 periods of play, and that was based on the goal by Jason Goodmanson, which came 15:53 into the 2nd period. These 2 teams had played literally a period and a half without a score. Lee Schill at one end and Judd Lambert for the Tigers at the other end. Very strong, keeping both teams out of the net. Tigers were able to get the 1-0 lead from Jason Goodmanson. And it stayed that way until the 3rd period. David Paxton got the Tigers' 2nd goal of the night, and that allowed them to go on top 2-0, and he blistered a shot from just above the left circle. The Seawolves, however, were able to get one back, and it came off the stick of Eric Rude as Williams broke through the slot. Centering pass from Stitt, deflected actually by Rude, not Williams, into the net. Colin Schmidt, though, got that one back in short order 5 minutes and 5 seconds later as he tucked it inside with a drive from just below the blue line set up by Geronazzo and Rude, and the Tigers were up 3-1. Then Eric Rude, who allowed that 1 goal to come off his stick. It was accidental. He didn't obviously attempt to do it, just got caught and couldn't sweep the puck off the doorstep. Got a goal by marching in on Lee Schill. That one really is what broke the Seawolves back, but they've got one back from Todd Bethard on the power play with Ryan Raynard in the penalty box, and then with 26 seconds left, an empty netter by R.J. Inga. 19:44 into the 3rd period for Inga, his 22nd goal of the season, and a fitting finish for this Tiger senior in Colorado Springs. He grew up here. This is the ice he grew up on, and he gets the last goal of the season in terms of the playoffs and the regular season. Judd Lambert finishes with 18 saves on the night, and Lee Schill with 31, and that's the way things stack up here. Apparently, we're not going to be able to get the players down on the ice as we had hoped, so we're going to sign off from television here now. There's still more to come on radio, so stay with it. Tonight's telecast on Cable Channel 7 has been brought to you by Carlin Dodge. I'm Jeff Thomas reporting live from the Cadet Ice Arena, where the Tigers have won 5-2 and are headed to St. Paul for the Final 5. And we'll have more on what we're going to be doing. We'll have all 5 of the Final 5 games on this Cable Channel 7 and also on Sports Radio. Those listening along the radio, stay with us. We're going to be back in just a moment. To those of you watching on television, good night.
Clock is down to 4 seconds. 3, 2, there goes the shot. It's good. Unbelievable. The teams are going to overtime.
Hey, Bob, the players are leaving the arena. What's going on?
Like I said, Jim, they're going to overtime. Overtime, sports bar and grill, where there's always a celebration.
But what about the game?
Don't worry. You can catch all the games at overtime. They have 3 satellite dishes, a monstrous 12-foot screen, and more than 20 other TVs, so you won't miss your favorite team.
You said 3 satellite dishes?
He's not the best color commentator in the business for nothing, folks. Overtime also has great food. Get in on Burger Madness all weekend long during their grand opening with 99-cent burgers and 50-cent fries. And you're losing big if you miss today's all-day happy hour. Plus, you could win Nuggets or Sky Sox tickets throughout the weekend.
What are we waiting for? Let's go to overtime.
Overtime, sports bar and grill at the corner of Union and Dublin in the Cottonwood Plaza. Take your day into overtime.
Hello, Zippy's Repair Shop.
Hello. My VCR seems to be broken.
$300.
Well, don't you think I should bring it in first?
Bring it on in. It'll be $300.
How do you even know you can fix it?
Shouldn't be a problem for $300.
Tired of the same old answers? If it's out of whack and out of warranty, come to Radio Shack. We now repair most major brands of electronics. The repair shop at Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
Itch, rash, stop suffering. Get Cortisone 10 to stop the itch and help heal the rash. Cortisone 10 has the medicine doctors recommend most for itch and rash relief. Many itch products don't have this medicine, so insist on Cortisone 10. Cortisone 10 actually gets under the itch for help in healing, so you get fast relief from both itch and rash. Remember, Cortisone 10 has the medicine doctors recommend most to stop the itch and help heal the rash. Maximum strength Cortisone 10. Use as directed.
Colorado College Hockey on Cable Channel 7 is brought to you by Carlin Dodge.